okay, Shauna? You mid-crunch? So Shauna made us some buffalo chicken dip. It's our favorite, one of the favorite things that she makes. And it's delicious. So if you hear chewing or chips crunching in the background, that's the Shauna.
My bad.
Do you want to finish chewing first? I don't want you to choke. I mean,
wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time. On food or on other things.
That one wasn't me.
You sure?
The Audacity.
What Audacity? I don't know what you're talking about.
Claim stuff from me.
Sure. Mm-hmm. So you ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We've been recording for like 50 seconds now.
Oh, you do this shit to us every week.
Every week. Because the conversation, I wanted to come in on conversation.
It flows differently that way.
Yeah. And it always happens. We'll be 5 minutes into the conversation. Oh, shit, I didn't start introducing the podcast. But in any event, welcome to this week's episode of Wine and Audacity, the podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Sicard, and I'm joined by one of my two favorite people in the world. How you feeling, sweet Shauna?
What up?
You feel better now?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Had to put a little food on my stomach.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we getting a late start today. I went out last night, and my legs are hurting because I'm old. I woke up late and was like, my knees.
Let me get an ibuprofen. Bottle of water.
Has that happened to either one of y'all? Like you go do something thinking you could hang out and chill. You wake up, your body just aching, your knees hurt, your
cussing
ankles.
me the fuck out. Listen. To remind me that I'm over the age of 35.
Activities are limited.
I can't just jump up out the bed the way I used to. You got to sit up on the side of the bed and then adjust yourself because if you get up too fast, you get dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the time I pulled a muscle in my groin from sleeping on my leg room a couple years ago? This was funny. 2017. Oh, before I continue, so Key is out this week and we have a special guest, another special guest. How are you feeling today, D?
Wonderful yourself, sir.
I'm amazing. I'm good.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, good.
Key High, please don't write us no hate mail because she's not here this week. We sorry.
She'll be back. She be back. She busy. You know, she booked and busy. We don't get on her calendar early now. She be like, yo, I got stuff to do. I'm sorry. Love y'all. I'll be back. Hashtag Rinky Dink Podcast. As she says.
There you go with that Rinky Dink Podcast.
We got a nice setup. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what Key says. Oh, that's what Key may or may not say.
I'm side-eyed you on her behalf today.
Bombastically.
No, but so D, yeah, this was like 2016, 2017. I went to sleep one night, fine, woke up the next morning. I said, why am I like my thigh hurt? Okay, whatever. I went to work, was limping around the office like I needed a cane. This went on for like 2 days. I took a muscle relaxer, I took an ibuprofen, nothing helped. And I said, what's going on? So I went to urgent care. And the doctor, they took an x-ray of my leg. And the doctor was like, yeah, you pulled a muscle in your groin. I said, she's like, well, were you like in a fight? Like, were you like lifting weights? I said,
I was sleeping.
All I've been doing is sleeping. I usually do yoga. I mean, I get my stretch on. But
he asked you if you was lifting weights or exercising
or
had your legs
or
up.
having sex or something.
You had your legs up on
you
somebody's
was doing reverse activities for this.
I must have hit like a, when you get comfortable in the bed, I sleep on my stomach or on my side, so the leg be cocked up under the pillow. You gotta get comfortable when you sleep.
Yeah.
I guess I must have like put too much pressure on the point and held the dead sleep for several hours, and that's what caused it. And I was like, well, how the hell do you pull a muscle when you sleep? And the doctor was like, well, I guess if all you've been doing is sleeping, you slept on something wrong. I said, well, welcome to my 30s, I guess.
No, for
baby.
Real. This is terrible. I want a refund.
You want a refund?
I don't recommend this. 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
Somebody call the manager.
Have y'all fallen asleep, like sitting somewhere? If you sit still for too long, you get comfortable, you doze off. You come to like...
And your neck snap like this. I woke up one day like...
Gotta get that little bit of drool coming off the side of your chin. Whatever you stood on been wet.
And you all confused, like, when the hell did I...
Well, nobody gonna wake me up.
When did I fall asleep is the question. That happened to me all the time. I get on that couch at home in the evening. Yeah, this is how I know I'm getting old, because I would literally sit there, and I remember, like, I thought I took a long blink, but it was like, what? Huh?
A long blink.
That's the best rest, though, when you fall asleep and you don't realize you sleep and you wake up and be like, when the fuck did I fall asleep? No,
the best sleep is when you like, no, I'm going to just listen to the TV. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to rest my eyes, but I'm going to listen to the TV. And then you just doze off. And you start like...
I did that the other day.
Literally sitting up. Like you like crumpled over on the couch. And you sit up like, what the fuck?
Who was that elderly man? 60 seconds. You fall asleep, wake up on 60 seconds. That's how you know you had a real good nap. Mm-hmm.
I am not a napper. Shauna, I know you take naps, but I'm not a person that takes naps. Only when I'm sick, I'll sleep.
I have never really been like prior to teleworking. I never been I really have been a nap person. So like maybe on the weekends if I'm home all day, I ain't really got nothing to do. I might sit up on the couch and, of course, have one of them sleeps. When you wake up, like, when the fuck I fall asleep? I was just watching a movie. And so now that I'm teleworking, you know, I take lunchtime naps all the time. I get my little hour lunch break. I'm like, I'm going to lay across the bed for a minute. That'd be the best fucking sleep ever. And then you got to get up. And then I have an attitude. So now I'm sitting at the computer like.
Yeah, but that's such a tease.
Ain't it, though?
It is. But I be sleep. I mean, I promise you, I fall asleep like that. When I take my naps. But at night,
wish I could.
I have the hardest time falling asleep.
Because you sleep during the day, nigga. That's why.
No, but even prior to, so at one point, I was like, all right, I ain't going to take no naps all this week.
Okay.
I ain't going to take no naps. Still had a hard time falling asleep.
Oh, I'd be cranky. I ain't had not one nap 7 days.
So you don't take, you a napper too?
Oh, I'm a napper.
Baby, she a napper. I be looking at her, I'm like, what? They just sitting there on the couch. Where the fuck she going?
Like a
I'm
ninja.
thinking she went to the
Turn
bathroom.
around.
I'm thinking she went to the bathroom. I go upstairs, she in the bed like, huh? That's one thing that thing gonna do is take a nap, child. And then she a night owl, so she has to take damn naps.
Yeah.
I wish.
She a night owl.
I wish. Well, I'm a night owl too, and I think when I was younger, when we would get summer breaks off school, my mother was like, "You ain't got to work to sit on your ass because you got a whole lifetime to work." I said, "Thanks, sis." By mid-July, my sleep schedule would invert, so I would be up all night, go to sleep around 8 a.m. I watch, Saved by the Bell first on USA, memories, and then I go to sleep. Or later on, it was Charmed, love my show, and then I wake up at like 3 in the afternoon and watch talk shows, and then I'd be up from like 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. And it was so hard to. Once I had to come back to the real world and go to school, I had to basically shift my sleep schedule back by like 8-9 hours, and that was a bitch the first couple of weeks. But now I've literally tried, like on weekends when I know I don't have shit to do, which is rare nowadays. I will try to stay in the bed all day, and my body's like, nigga, get me out this bed. Don't get up.
So
get up.
We're in the month of June now, right? So I was off. I had took a couple extra days off for the Memorial Day holiday, right? So I took that Friday before the Tuesday after. That Tuesday, I was like, all right, I've been running all weekend. Like I had brunch that Saturday, and then I had a cookout after that, and then we did Pride. We did brunch that Sunday, and bar hop that Sunday, and then I had to come in the house and make stuff for my aunt cookout on Monday.
I told you to do it.
And then I was
before.
the bartender at the daggone at the thing. So baby, they worked my ass like my name was Toby. You hear me? It was fun though. I had a good time. I love being the bartender at my own parties. I have so much fun because I get to be behind the bar with all the alcohol, and I got my little chair back there, and I get to be behind the bar dancing and shit. They take a shot, I take a shot. That's what we did. Y'all so damn stupid.
Keep talking.
Y'all so stupid. So then, anyway, that Tuesday, I was like, all right, I'm off. I can sleep until it's time to go to Taco Tuesday. Baby, my body, my son got up before to go to school. He gets up like 6. He's out of here by 7. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to turn back over, go to sleep. Turn back over and went to sleep. My clock usually goes off like 8:25. Whatever. So I can log in at 8:30 because my computer right next to the bed. But anyway, so my fucking body still woke me up at 8:30. I had attitude. I don't have to work today. So I turned over and went back to sleep. Woke back up again. It was 9:30. Why am I up? Turned back over and went back to sleep. Woke up again. It was like 10:45. I said, this is bullshit. So I just lay there. I was like, at this point, let me just turn the TV on. I forgot what I put on.
Because your body's used to it, I guess, because you're so used to waking up.
Even this morning. I told you this morning.
Yeah.
I went to bed after 1 o'clock. My body woke me up at 6:30. I got up and went to and I think it's because I had to pee. But I got up, went to the bathroom. I got back in the bed, turned the TV back on, turned Miss Pat show on like I ain't seen that shit 15 million times.
When does the new season come out for Miss Pat?
Probably not so late in the year. Probably not so late.
Because the last season came out, was it early this year or was it late last year?
Earlier this year.
Okay.
Season 3.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to turn Miss Pat on. So I laid there. Last thing I remember was giggling. I fell back asleep.
Yeah, I wish.
I woke back up again. It was like 9 something. And I was just like, all right, I'm just going to lay here. I laid there for, I think I drifted back off one more time. But then I was like, all right, let me get my ass up. Because I set my clock for 10 because I knew I had to run to the store, grab a few little things. I wanted to wipe some shit down, whatever. But I hate it. I don't understand. Like, I be wanting to sleep in so freaking bad. Like, just sleep. And my body will wake me up like, nah, sis. But I'm gonna get me some damn darkening shades in my room or something. Maybe
I told you, look, that was the best investment I made.
Blackout
to get the room darkening shades.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna give you some darkening shades. I don't know if I need blackout because my ass probably won't get out at all.
I love some good blackouts.
But
oh yeah,
Turn
That's
all
some-
this tonight.
you don't know
Some room
what
darkening
time it is because it's just dark. It'll be 2 in the afternoon.
And that thing like I'm Batman.
But that was the reason why I had to get a room darkening shades for my bedroom, but because, and of course in the wintertime it doesn't get light until like 7, 8 a.m. But I was noticing like in the summer when sun starts rising at 6:30, 6:45 or 6 a.m. because I had the regular like white blinds that came with my place when I bought it, I'll be startled awake on a Saturday or Sunday morning, 6 a.m. like it's bright as shit in here.
The moment the sun peeks through the cracks of the window, I got attitude. Why are you up? Leave me alone. I'm tired.
even though I can't stand this bitch, in the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, "Ho, why you here?"
Oh, why is you here?
I can't wait till that episode come out.
I heard this week.
Oof, yes. Oof.
Oh, what, Drake Champs?
No, I'm not
College
listening to
something that
that. No,
yeah.
yeah, College Hill.
College Hill.
I just want to see
Lord.
Amber smack fire out of because that's what I heard.
I can't.
Because I heard
They said,
what the internet is talking about.
they said,
Jocelyn was grasping for locks that were not there.
I mean, you ain't shit to grasp for. Oh, shit.
ain't nothing there, the bitch bald
Oh, she
headed.
got a scalp.
Then why, what you trying to accomplish, sis? What did you think was going to happen, Chanelica?
You can't scalp somebody, but all they got is a scalp.
I'm saying.
You gotta have some traction to grab first.
you know?
It was
gonna
nothing.
happen?
And Jocelyn not African. Now Africans got some grip.
You talk about when they do braids, or just in general.
Just both.
Break your hopes and fucking dreams. Your
You want
thoughts.
to talk about the place you went to get your braids done? I found a TikTok and sent to you and Keith.
Chill. So
For hold on, for fellas, for us, you know, unless you get your hair done, you know, more power to you. I'm bald, so I don't have them problems. But it can take forever. According to the ladies, it takes forever to get y'all hair done, especially when y'all getting braids. It can take
Depending on what you get done,
12,
yes.
14, 16 hours to get your hair braided.
I'm semi-bald.
she is.
Yeah.
I look like my name Edgar.
I hate her so fucking
Welcome
bad.
to the club, sis.
I hate her so bad.
So I found this place scrolling on TikTok one day about this woman going in and she got her braids done in like 2 or 3 hours, like a side of it normally take like 12 or 14. So I was like, Ken Shauna, check this out.
Well, my regular lady, I ain't never been in her chair more than 4 hours. Yeah, so, but there's this place in Bowie called Nadine's. Listen, I hope somebody from Nadine's is listening. If y'all sis need a discount, thank you. But they open 4 in the morning. I think they take their last person at like 6 p.m. According to their most recent post, they now have over 100 braiders. They pretty much own that whole shopping center. So it's like I was in one shop. The lady's like, "Oh, come on, we going next door." We went next door. It was a whole nother shop. I was like, "Wait a minute, sis." Then the lady tells me, "Yeah, there's another one down there." I said, "What the?" They got the whole shopping center, like hustle, baby. So they said they got like 100 braiders all together. Sometimes it's multiple people on your head. Sometimes it's one person. It was one person on my head. I promise you that lady finished my braids in like 2.5 hours. I got like medium to small knotless, boho knotless. I got down there about 7 something. I was in her chair by like 8 something. I was walking out like 10:30.
So they bought the whole village over, is what you're saying.
Baby,
Put 'em in the work.
They have at least 3 shops over there, 100 braiders. Every chair in there was full.
Of course it
when
was.
I got there, and they was. I fell asleep in the daggone lady chair and popped up. Look, I fell asleep mid braid in the back. I woke up, my whole head was done. I said, "Shit." I was asleep for 10 minutes. But I would recommend them. They did do a really good job.
Only thing for you is just the distance.
I didn't. Yeah, and honestly, because I left so early in the morning,
It wasn't no traffic.
It wasn't no traffic. I got down there in no time.
Yeah.
Got down there in like 30 minutes.
'Cause Bowie
It
is
seemed like
far.
Yeah, I swear I think I got down there in like 30 minutes. It was no traffic. I went on like a Thursday morning or something like that. Thursday or Friday morning.
She was off that day, y'all.
I was.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I was. Anyway.
For legal purposes and job keeping purposes, Shauna was off that day.
I was.
We ain't gonna say which Thursday it is in case somebody from where she work at is listening. Hi, we don't encourage tardiness or stealing time.
I
from
wasn't
companies.
tardy.
Or
Okay.
CP time.
Or being tardy for the party. Yeah. So I don't remember what we were talking about after that that break. So we just gonna go into the topic. What were we talking about?
What the hell was we talking about?
I don't.
Something about you pulling groin muscles and shit.
But that was a few minutes
I
ago.
remember sparkling water.
Was it sparkling water? Was that we were recording when I said that?
Well, it started with the champagne.
Yeah.
The what?
The champagne.
The champagne, like champagne and lace.
Yeah.
Ain't that the name of the show?
That fucking show was called Cagney and Lacey, wasn't it?
Oh.
Or Lacey?
Niggas Before Our Time.
I can't remember. I don't fucking know. This shit came out in the 1800s.
Look, once it Good Times hits, my knowledge before Good Times. I know we like 15 minutes in. Let's. Did y'all watch Good Times? You didn't like Good Times?
I mean, of course, we were older. I mean, we weren't born by the time it went off, right? Because it went off in the 80s.
Good Times went off TV in 1979, Shauna.
How long was it on?
74 to 79.
So, of course we watched the reruns.
Syndication, yeah.
But it makes me laugh because my cousin was like, I refuse to watch Good Times. Why the fuck would I want to watch people struggling while I'm already fucking struggling? Because they didn't have to struggle. They had many opportunities to get out the ghetto. And I was like...
But you know Florida was all saved and stuff when JJ used to
She was too safe. She was too safe. So I seen somebody do a post online that said that she was the real villain in the family.
Right. Yeah,
like she was. They said they blamed her for James' high blood pressure, for his anger issues. Because they was like, every time they found a way out, this bitch had to be all holy, saved, and sanctified.
Wait, didn't didn't they find like a suitcase full of money, or Sweet Daddy left him something, or something happened and they got money? And Florida was like, it's not right. You got to take that back. What would the Lord say?
I'd have left Florida ass in the projects, and I don't know about my fucking business.
Because we're moving on up.
Like
I would have been living next door to fucking George and Wheezy, because fuck Florida. Okay, she held them back.
Remember the episode where Michael brought the portrait of Black Jesus in the house, and she almost melted down in front of the couch. She was like, "Who was that? That is not my Lord and Savior."
She was toxic as shit.
I know she was Black Jesus. It was literally like somebody.
I see why James went to Mississippi ain't never come back. I don't think James ain't died no fucking automobile accident. James went and started a new family. He was sick of Florida shit. I don't care what nobody say. That's my conspiracy theory. He went and started a new fucking family.
You seen the pictures of Jesus with him with the wet and wavy sitting there with the robe on, like it was like
looking like Robin Thicke back in the day when his name was still Thicky. You remember when he first came out? When I was you alone. That's what he looked like. He looked like Jesus.
So it was like somebody basically took that picture but painted the face black and the hands and stuff, but he still had the blonde, wet and wavy.
Oh, with the black face?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
And Michael came in, as they call him, the militant midget. He just came to put it up in the wall next to the bathroom door. She walked past like, the hell is... No, she didn't cuss. I saw this one time. She said, damn, after James died. But she was like,
James
Michael
did not die. He ran away with his new family. He went married a white woman.
That's a conspiracy. So you saying James is still living
James is still living in Mississippi.
With his...
Nobody never buried James. Ain't nobody never seen James' body. James ran away.
So speaking of, let's get into our topic this week. We're talking about conspiracy theories. So thank you for that amazing segue, Shauna. I'm sweating. I'm hot. I'm getting on my nerves.
True.
All right, so let's get into talking about conspiracy theories. So we're gonna start off with the definition. I know I took it. I left it somewhere. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So a conspiracy theory this is per Wikipedia, of course, a source of amazing information. Wikipedia defines a conspiracy theory as an explanation for an event or a situation that asserts the existence of a conspiracy by powerful and sinister groups, often political in motivation, when other explanations are more probable. The term generally has a negative connotation, implying that the appeal of a conspiracy theory is based in prejudice, emotional conviction, or insufficient evidence. A conspiracy theory is distinct from a conspiracy. It refers to a hypothesized conspiracy with specific characteristics, including but not limited to opposition to the mainstream consensus among those who are qualified to evaluate its accuracy, such as scientists or historians. All right, so y'all ready to get into these? I found a couple of articles. So y'all ready to get into these?
Yes.
Okay, this is from Business Insider, and these are 38 of the most popular conspiracy theories in the United States. Okay?
I think I came across that.
Okay, so we're going to talk about popular ones. So this predates us by several decades, but one of the most popular conspiracy theories is about the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. People think that the CIA actually was responsible for his death.
I remember hearing it.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I remember hearing it, that they set him up because he was trying to do too much, too much with equality or some shit. Or
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. So that's one. Another one is some people believe the American military installation Area 51 is researching and experimenting on aliens in their spacecraft. Because you can't find Area 51 isn't on maps. It's not on any map. You can go Google Map.
They doing something over there. I'm sorry. That may be one of the ones I believe. There's something going on.
Y'all remember that
Yeah.
conspiracy about, people wanting the Naruto run to Area 51 and they put it all over the Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, you heard about that?
Yeah. This was a video I think I saw on Facebook where they tried purposely to drive to Area 51. And once they crossed like a certain boundary, they started getting surrounded by all these blacked out, black window Tahoe trucks, like SUVs, just watching them from a distance. And every time they would move,
was fitting to be
they
beamed
was
up,
being
Scott.
followed.
Oh, no, ma'am. You was fitting to disappear.
That's how your social security number disappear.
You was fitting to disappear. Everything about you disappear. They gonna make us look like your ass ain't never exist.
Okay. Here's another one that's more recent to us. QAnon is a widespread conspiracy theory that a group of Democrats and elites are attempting to undermine Donald Trump's presidency.
What?
You heard about QAnon.
Yeah, I know who they are, but...
Yeah, they said that basically a group of Democrats and elites are attempting to undermine Donald Trump's presidency.
He should have never been president.
Well, yeah, we know that.
He should have stayed his ass at Trump Hotel, at Trump College.
You're fired.
And Mar-a-Lago, and he should have kept his fucking show on NBC and minded his
So did y'all know
blowing-faced, blonde-haired business.
QAnon, it circulated on QAnon that John F. Kennedy Jr. and his wife Carolyn Bessette, who died in a plane crash, I think in 1999, that they faked their deaths were faked by the Kennedy family, and that they were going to resurface at Daley Plaza where JFK was murdered at one of their conferences like 3 or 4 years ago. He's not dead. He's going to resurface. He'll be here. Man, been dead since 1999.
Why?
You can't make sense out of nonsense. But this was widespread. It got on the internet. It made the like national news. JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette was going to come strolling out of a limousine after they faked their deaths 22 years prior. And
Did they try to say that the whole Princess Diana thing was fake too?
They said the royal family set that up.
I mean,
listen, but with all the rumors and stuff
that goes on the list with Prince Charles being a vampire. Did you see that?
That was on the list.
I mean, I'm not saying they lying.
How many goats you had to sacrifice to live that long ago?
I mean, or that the first Queen Elizabeth was a man. Was actually a man.
I ain't hear that.
Did you see that one?
Uh-uh.
I saw that when I was researching about conspiracy theories. They said the original Queen Elizabeth the first was actually a man.
Okay. Here's another one. Bigfoot. According to this website, this article
So
says
is Bigfoot and the abominable snowman the same?
they're two different things.
Okay.
There have been two.
Which one is Yeti?
That's
The abominable snowman.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
Abominable snowman. There have been 2,032 Bigfoot sightings in Washington State, and of course, they're always super grainy photos taken from like this real distance.
Like the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Yeah.
Yetis and Bigfoot is just like polar bears and brown bears. It's just different regions. Same nigga.
Same different accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
One Scottish, one from Seattle.
Not Seattle. What? I was about to say Brooklyn.
One got on Tim's, the other got on Parker.
And fitted. Yo, money.
What's good, son?
What's good, money?
What's good, son?
Clutch his pearls.
What it do?
We don't have these up north.
Word.
Smuckers.
No, fresh nigga. You said it wrong. See, let me move on. See, if Aaron was here, he would have got
he would have got it.
He would have got that
Fresh.
right. So here's another one. I've heard this one before. There were a lot of mattress firm stores in Illinois all within a few miles of each other, leading some to believe that it was actually a money laundering business.
Mattress firm?
Mattress stores in general.
So they said there was a lot of them in one area?
Have you ever seen anybody inside of a mattress discounters or a mattress firm? They be sitting in the shopping center.
Ain't it one up the street?
Parking lot be empty.
The ones that sit by themselves. Because it's
anyone.
What's that up the street? Right here on 40. Because
No.
me and my mama went in that mattress store.
King, mattress discounters, mattress and donuts. I don't know.
It's a mattress
Not
from
mattress
Orange
and
Mills.
donuts.
They got to sell something to make break even. I've never seen
The one
anybody
next to,
inside of a mattress.
The one over there next to Panda. That went up there. Me and my mom been in that one. So, however, it was rather empty in there. I mean, it was mattresses everywhere, but.
If you driven past,
they running dope?
Have you ever seen anybody inside of a mattress, like a mattress store?
The ones that sit by themselves.
Yeah, so.
What was the question?
So he said.
So I'm gonna reread it. It says there were a lot of mattress firm stores in Illinois, all within a few miles of each other, leading some to believe it was a money laundering business.
Yes. I believe that they take the old mattresses that we leave on the curb, refurnish them things, and take the next state and sell them.
You think it's a front for the cartel? Selling mattresses?
So what they got? Money stuffed on the inside of them?
Yeah, and
That's a great idea, though. And in the mattresses, you can fit a lot of
I mean,
I feel like
I've been watching a lot of
two people
crime
can fit in the
shows and
mattress
shit lately.
You can get 2 people in the mattress and put them in the truck.
That's a lot of weight, though. Them things be heavy as shit. But mattresses
but
already heavy.
mattresses already heavy, depending if they good, if they good mattresses.
Cocaine, pills, assorted adult.
Scrambled coke and smack.
Y'all heard about Wayfair and Walmart?
Oh yeah. So Wayfair,
I heard
Walmart,
something about Wayfair being sex trafficking or some shit.
Human trafficking.
Oh my goodness.
People. So according to them, if you order off like a piece of furniture off the website, it's a code for a specific type of kid or girl or person, and they'll ship the
I wouldn't be surprised by that. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
How?
I don't know.
All right, so let's debunk this. Do you think that's actually plausible? Like they have that's saying like Wayfair is like the Amazon for human trafficking. Like you can get anything off. You can just order. I need this black.
Yeah, order caskets off Amazon.
This big black sofa.
Now, see, with the post that I saw, they actually had the kids' names in the description.
Really?
So it would be like Sahara white dresser, but the dresser would be a basic, Alco dresser, whatever. But it would be $3,000
For a dresser?
for a dresser
That sounds.
or a lamp. One regular Walmart lamp, $400.
You
For
think
what?
that's code for something?
Yeah.
Did the fucking lamp put itself together? What the hell?
That
gotta
bulb
put a
better
lamp
not
together?
never go
$400
out.
for a lamp?
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's a lot of fucking.
Yeah, that's
made
that
out of
sound like
gold.
Michael Jackson. I'll take one of those and give me to a dim.
I mean, stranger things have happened, and I feel like they get the ideas from these movies from somewhere. I'm just saying.
So here is one that may hit close to home for us. So this one says Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis, but some think there is more to the story. On April 4th, 1968, Dr. King stepped out onto his balcony at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis and was shot. The civil rights leader died at the Memphis hospital at 39 years old. I did not know he was that young. I thought he was way older.
Because he would be in his 90s.
Yeah, he'd be in his 90s
Now,
because
right?
he was born in 29. So yeah, if he was still living.
So that was my
Yeah.
my grandfather was born in 38.
Put something into perspective. Him
He'd be in his mid-90s.
Him and Anne Frank. You remember the Diary of Anne Frank we read in school? They're the same age.
Damn.
Yeah.
And Frank was the one that was part of that escaped,
The Holocaust. They didn't escape. They got caught. They hid in the back of a furniture store.
I was about to say I thought she was in an attic.
For 2 years.
Like that.
And somebody ratted her family. They were hiding from the Nazis, and somebody ratted them out. And they raided the house, and they sent them on the count street, and everybody died.
Jesus.
Yeah, they all died from like typhoid and stuff in concentration camps. But this says, so the killer, James R. Ray, was caught and pleaded guilty to a year later. But however, many people, including King's own children, do not believe Ray acted alone. Some people believe the FBI or the Ku Klux Klan were involved in the assassination and believe Ray was framed, according to NPR. The U.S. Justice Department investigated the death on 3 separate occasions. Once they concluded that there may have been a wider conspiracy, but there is no hard evidence to support it.
I don't believe that he acted, that he was framed. I just believe that he didn't act alone. I think that he was contracted to do the shit.
You think so?
And I think they allowed him to get coordinated and back him up.
Scapegoat.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, I believe he was involved. But I don't think he acted alone. Just like the guy that killed Medgar Evers, I don't think he acted alone. I believe it was a conspiracy behind Malcolm X's murder, for him to be murdered by his own people. That was a setup.
But
I think it's a divide and conquer type of thing. Like it's a thing called bag jagging, where they get somebody to infiltrate your camp, and then they start.
Didn't they do that shit to Fred Hampton, the black guy, the black
what did they do
Panther?
for Hampton?
If you cut it at the
I
end,
think they hit.
the people going to divide. The people going to divide. I believe that yes, it was a conspiracy. I believe that they set this man up to be assassinated, and just gave somebody a good look. You know, that man probably he probably on the island. Who knows if he's still in jail?
But he'd be like 100 and change now, wouldn't he?
He did now, I
He
think.
probably
But
in the
back
nursing home.
then,
He in the nursing home getting changed.
just like the lady who
Getting felt up in the nursing home.
Where's Vanessa? I don't want you, John.
for those of y'all that hear that extra voice,
that young colored
that's
girl.
my baby. Y'all so dumb.
Not the young
she got the
colored.
thick fingers.
Not the young colored girl, Jesus. So y'all might hear a fourth voice in the background.
Let's introduce our second co-host. Chi-Chi the comedian is here, live and in color from the room. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Chi-Chi the comedian. You already know, one of Baltimore's funniest. I'm in the building rocking with my girl. We ready to have some dope ass. And can I say ass?
Yeah, we can say whatever we want, baby.
Ass.
But she ain't saying she is top 3.
Yes,
One of the top 3 comedians in Baltimore. Y'all go look her up, Chi-Chi the comedian on IG. I promise y'all gonna get a laugh. I promise y'all.
I want to say Chi-Chi ass is one of my favorite things.
Oh, I was looking at him when she walked through the door. And
Thank you,
Yeah.
ooh, that thing is
Yours too, but-
magnificent.
Top and bottom.
Hold on. How you doing?
How you doing?
And it's normally the Chi-Chis. You like the butt?
Yeah. Usually I like mine on niggas, but I mean, ass,
Chi-Chi
good ass,
also
good ass.
hosts.
It is, isn't
Good
it?
ass is good ass. You know.
Chi-Chi also hosts one of the dopest karaoke's on Tuesday nights, Titties and Tunes Tuesdays.
But let's
Wait,
say
titties and tunes?
Yeah, but let's,
Titties and
yes.
tunes?
She bring the titties and we bring the tunes.
But let's save all of that info for the end so people can go back to look for it. Because we don't, we tend to go on tangents and we'll be here 3 hours later still have not gone through all the conspiracy theories. So let's go to the next
Tend to
one.
do that.
Yeah. So, let's see what else. We talked about the Loch Ness Monster briefly. So it says the Denver International Airport is well known for a number of conspiracy theories. This says that this is actually the headquarters for the Illuminati.
Denver? Denver?
Colorado?
Denver, Colorado.
Denver?
Okay. I mean, weed legal. I can see.
So this says others believe that the building was built by neo-Nazis because markers and plaques found around the airport say it is funded by the New World Airport Commission, but no information can be found anywhere about the organization. Some even say the runways are laid out like a swastika if viewed from above. The art around the airport is also some people's cause for concern. Most notably, there's a 32-foot sculpture of a horse that fell on the sculptor and killed him. Murals around the airport are also troubling to some, including images of a Nazi officer in a gas mask, children near a burning building, and the devil jumping out of a suitcase.
The way it's all the same.
The devil
Denver
jumping out of
International
a
Airport.
suitcase.
Yeah, Shauna, look Denver International Airport from Google Maps to see what the.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
what's the Denver out of the suitcase doing? Like,
I don't know. I ain't never been to Denver before. I don't know.
I don't want to go now. What they described it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. All right, next thing. Well, you go ahead and look up Denver International Airport.
I am a confusion.
But I did watch this video on YouTube saying how like the airport, of course, is out in the middle of nowhere, and I think it's like the largest airport by land in the world. Like it's a really huge place.
It looks like it's in the middle of.
The desert.
It says hub known for its tent-like architecture. So Denver is a hub airport like Miami and
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
You can go back to rumbling bag D. So I'm gonna switch to an article from Popular Mechanics, and this is
I'm still stuck on Marcus. I'm sorry.
30 crazy conspiracy theories that people actually believe. So one, people believe that the moon landing was fake.
I've always heard that. I've heard that since we were kids. That they said that there's no real evidence of it. Like they analyzed the photo of it and all that stuff. And was like, no, because this
Nigga,
would make
what
sense and
type
this
of-
would make sense and this would make sense and this would
Did
make
somebody
sense.
take Megabus up to the moon to verify the track that the tracks weren't there?
That's what I'm saying.
What type of
I don't
evidence?
understand it.
Well, they
I
were
don't.
saying that you couldn't go to the moon because the Earth was flat.
That's another big one, that the Earth is flat. That's another big conspiracy
But
theory.
how? Like
We're supposed to be in a dome
like on the Simpsons?
on The Simpsons.
Oh, that was my favorite Simpsons
Enough
episode.
conspiracy said that. Everything The Simpsons have put out, like all the episodes,
Oh, yeah.
have come true.
Have come true. A lot of stuff that happens in
that
The
is
Simpsons.
facts.
Yeah.
Donald Trump was still alive though.
But he was named president like back in like 2004. They said he was president on the episode, and it
They
came
did.
true like 10, 12 years later.
I still demand a recount, and then they ain't even president no more.
But he's trying to get back in there, but we'll talk about that later. So this says the flag moving in the wind, no stars in the sky whatsoever, the misaligned shadows. These all have been points made in the conspiracy that conspiracy theory that Neil Armstrong didn't take the first leap for mankind on the moon in 1969. For years, conspiracies have argued that NASA staged the landing and that the secret has been protected by the CIA ever since.
What?
In another article I was reading this morning, people were saying that Area 59 or 51 or 59 or whatever the hell it's called, we just said it, was actually the location for the quote unquote moon landing.
So
and that's why they're keeping it
in like a front of a green screen or something.
Yeah, but they just used a desert background and had the people but that doesn't explain because they were bouncing around like in like zero gravity.
And
so
technology wasn't the same back then when that was done. Like they
didn't have color TV. They just got color TV back in the late 60s.
I took a movie class last semester and we had to learn about cinematography and all of that stuff in the class. And looking at how they used to do like special effects and stuff then compared to how they do it now, it's no way in hell. I'm sorry. Nah.
My whole question was, how do you mimic, you can say it's camera tricks, you can say all this stuff. How do you mimic zero gravity on Earth?
Underwater.
But I don't...
Kind of, sort of. It depends on how like buoyant whatever object you're trying to...
Those big ass spacesuits.
Right.
And that will weigh them down.
Right. So every time they jump, but the weight is there. If the spacesuit weighs enough in water, if you jump up, you can just come back down. Jump up and then come back
What's your
down.
commentary, Chi-Chi?
You know that place that you can go? It's called, I think, like Get Air. They blow you up in the sky like
like an indoor
trampoline park.
Skydiving. Indoor skydiving.
The skydiving place.
But those are new.
I feel like it doesn't come from nothing. It didn't stem from just out of nowhere.
I mean, they could have had big ass fans back then.
Let's turn this to actual business.
I was smart, though. I'm scared to do it. My cousin and them did it. And I said, as soon as that thing blow me in the air, I'm like, Jesus!
All right, number 4. Earth has been sucked into a black hole. The European Organization for Nuclear Research is at the heart of a lot of crazy conspiracy theories, including people who believe that when CRNN or CERN discovered the Higgs boson in 2012, they inadvertently created a black hole and Earth was sucked into it. These people think that the world ended in 2012, but we haven't realized it yet.
I believe it. Because y'all know the Mandela Effect. It's some stuff that
we gonna talk.
We switch timelines.
The Mandela Effect.
So hold on, we gonna talk about that after we wrap this up because we're gonna get to Mandela Effect because that's some trippy shit. Is it
like the butterfly effect?
No. We gonna talk about that in a second. So let's see. We talked about Denver Airport being the Illuminati's headquarters. The Earth is hollow.
How?
In 2014, scientists released new unknown findings about the Earth's core, and let's just say conspiracy theorists took it and ran with it. After learning that we don't know much about the surface of the Earth or what lies beneath its layers, the hollow Earth theory gained traction. Some believers think that there's an Earth inside of Earth.
What? How? How is that?
I've heard that.
I don't know.
Wow.
Like you go down about half a mile and we on Earth. -1.
They're saying it's where all the
Earth 2.
Earth. No,
that's where all the Mayans and Aztecs went.
Basement Earth.
What if it's like the layers of your skin? You know how you have the layers. What if the Earth is like that and it's actually livable, and we're like the outer layer?
But can we go there? Because I'm sick of human.
Yeah, I don't like it here. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend West. The manager.
No, honestly, I feel like they found somewhere with better quality of air and better quality of life. Because you remember back like a couple years ago, they were offering people to go to the moon, to Mars. They were like, "Who wants to move to Mars?" You don't hear that anymore.
Ain't shit there.
No, I feel like they found something there, and now it's like, "Ooh, shut up." They sent like who just passed? They sent Tina Turner there.
Not Tina.
So you mean to tell me that's what Tupac been this whole time?
I really feel like all the people now they're trying to send Jamie, but he doesn't want to go. But they're like trying to tell him.
He got more music to
Jamie
make.
fighting back.
Yeah, he fighting back. He like
said, "Fuck that."
Yeah. I'm established here, bitch.
Jamie was like, you know how many albums I sold, bitch? Bitch, I played Ray Charles.
You know what? We talked about the world being flat. This Prince Charles is a vampire. Oh my God. We talked about Bigfoot. That the Nazis had a secret base in Antarctica.
In Antarctica?
Rumors started circulating in the 1950s that the Nazis had a secret base in Antarctica that housed advanced technology like UFOs. However, since there is no evidence that has been discovered to suggest that is true, and Cambridge researcher Colin Summerhays wrote a 21-page paper disputing the theory. I mean, the Nazis couldn't take over Europe, so I don't know how they would have made it to Antarctica.
I mean, what, they taking over penguins?
They shit down there, but ice and penguins.
I would think they would be in the Carolinas, because when you ride to Atlanta, they got a Nazi flag hanging, like a big ass American flag. Like, it's not American. They got a Nazi one. And my cousin was like, they're allowed to do that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Just like, okay, so
not illegal here in the state.
my grandfather is from, I call it West Bumblefuck, Virginia. They down in the woods. And we went down there 2020 for my aunt's funeral. So they live around a bunch of woods, bunch of trees. They got like trailers. They own land and stuff like that. It's like my grandparents' house, my great-grandmother's house, which I think my uncle was in there, and then my aunt's house. And when we were riding through coming from my aunt's viewing, I told my stepmother, I was like, "Ma, speed up," because I feel like at any moment I'm going to look through these woods and I'm going to see a cross burning. We got to go. Because they had a lot of Republican signs down there. They had Confederate flags and stuff.
That's the South, of
like,
course.
it was crazy down
Once
there.
you get outside of like the Northeast or outside of like major cities, a lot of these places are like staunchly Republican. They Trump supporters, and they not all places, you know.
I heard Sundown Town.
Man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did a Trump show. And afterwards they were like, "You did so good. We're meeting in the woods tomorrow to do some target practices. You want to meet us out there?"
Bitch, I'm not going to be the target. The fuck y'all
I
put
was
this
like,
on?
and that was the first like time I ever realized that I might be the racist one. Because like I looked and I was like, no, absolutely not. Like what? They're like, no, it's the right to bear arm. I'm like, and no.
So you can bear them in my direction?
Yeah, like I was like, no.
No, I'm good, sis. I'm good. I'm good.
Nah.
So this one, the moon is not real. That's right. Some people think that the moon does not exist. This conspiracy theory has gained particular traction with flat earthers, and they think that the moon is a projection.
So since we're in a dome anyway,
Okay, D.
maybe it is a big TV, and they just put it on the moon channel.
I heard some strange shit.
12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Eye contact, straight face. I say what I said.
I definitely they doing something up there. They messing with something up there in the sky.
Would you go to space if you had the chance to?
Would I go to space? Would it lift everything?
It might.
Then I'll go.
Ain't no gravity, so everything could just start
Yeah,
floating.
like my titties. Yes, if they would just sit up in like excellent perkiness, I would go.
Go to space. That should be a slogan. Go to space with lifted titties.
Yeah.
Go to space, lift the titties.
Go to space, lift your titties.
I'll take it because I got mommy titties. So
They just
I just got a good bra on.
okay. Let's see the next one. Some people believe that zombies can rise from the dead. I say no, because if that would have happened, we would have seen it, and we would all. This would be The Walking Dead right now.
So according to Key, she said the zombie apocalypse started with Viagra. That's what she said.
I want to call her so bad right now. She ain't going to answer because she's busy, but I want to call
She
her.
said, she was like, that's what the zombie apocalypse started, because how is they creating drugs to make niggas dicks hard? I felt like that's what's going to happen.
So
It's
you
supposed to
heard
start from Viagra.
the reason why, well, how Viagra came to be, right? They were investigating it as a drug for like people with heart conditions, but one of the side effects were erections. And as time went on, they kept noticing that it was causing erections more than it was like solving the heart issues. So they just changed the marketing and marketed
So
it as a drug.
this comedian
change ED.
said, one of the side effects of Viagra, they said if you have a erection for more than 4 hours, that you're
You
supposed to
go to
call
the
the hospital.
hospital. Yeah,
This comedian said, I'm not
drain
calling
it.
no fucking hospital. I'm calling me a young bitch. I'm not calling.
Pop a perk
I'll
30
make
because
good
I'm a
use of
gremlin. Be over for shorty.
I think they don't need Viagra. I feel like it's a whole bunch of mucus in your penis, and you just need to go on a 14-day fruit diet and get some of that mucus out of your penis. Your penis has mucus in it.
That's it.
I believe so. I think it's clogged. That's why it's not working properly.
Oh Jesus!
They made me think of a sea cucumber.
Yeah.
Not a sea cucumber.
That's,
Oh my
yep.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Y'all stupid.
Here's one I know y'all have definitely heard of recently with COVID and everything. 5G causes cancer and COVID-19.
I heard that when 5G first came out, when they was putting the towers up everywhere, and they was like, "Oh no, they spying on us. That's what them towers is for," and that's why all these people all of a sudden is getting cancer and now this, that, and the third going on.
Population control. Population
That's what they
control. And you see they mostly in the predominantly what?
Black
Black neighborhoods. Yes.
But shit, population control, they already killing each other up. So, I mean...
You ain't got to do too much more.
The internet somewhat misinformation that the wireless service was responsible for diseases like cancer and even COVID-19. The spread of this story even led to the destruction of some 5G towers, as people believed the powerful connection would kill them.
What?
Listen, I play Call of Duty. The fastest connection I can get, let me get that, please. I don't want to lag.
You want to be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Knock the rest of the towers over.
So is there something on there about COVID-19?
I did. Do you want to? So hold on. This is one you just named. Queen Elizabeth I.
That's the one I seen yesterday. They said Queen Elizabeth was a man. The first one, the original, not the one that just
this said that she was a crook. Some believe that Queen Elizabeth died as a child, and to prevent the end of the royal line, she was replaced with a young boy. This theory is said to explain why the ruler remained chaste throughout her reign.
What? Okay. All right. Well,
the COVID-19 vaccine has a 5G chip inside of it.
Oh shit.
Man, come on now. I got to get this for my job. Now you're going to tell me turn into cyborg?
Because you said that, this made me think of the one where they said that
they don't need
COVID-19 was created in a
lab.
In a lab and spread to folk and all that stuff.
I want y'all to
population control.
Stop and think for a second. They don't need to put 5G chips in vaccines. We all have supercomputers in our hands.
Right.
With these iPhones and Android phones. Mm-hmm. Why do they need to put chips inside us when we all walk around with chips?
People are attached to their phones. Like,
everybody.
So people are attached to their phones.
Yes.
You take your phone in the bathroom. You take it everywhere with you. So, I mean, and everything is technical now. We got all these smart TVs and all this shit. So, all
right. So what are some other conspiracy theories that y'all have heard of? We talked about Queen Elizabeth I.
The one about Tupac.
That he's on an island somewhere?
Yeah, still being alive, that he never died because nobody ever had proof of his body. And he lived in Cuba with Fidel Castro.
Didn't Fidel Castro die?
As far as I know. But that's what they tried to say when he first died. Like, it was no proof. They didn't have that big old funeral like they did for Biggie and all that stuff like that. But you had to realize they were two different kind of people. Like, his mother wasn't into all that.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff like that. Or the blood sacrifices. Like the Illuminati and stuff about the blood sacrifices. Like they were saying Kanye West's mother was a sacrifice. Now they trying to, recently, DC Young Fly just lost the mother of his children. They tried to say she was a blood sacrifice. It was like, wow, she about to blow up. He been blew up. Like, make that make sense.
What would he need?
That's the craziest conspiracy theory y'all hear about the blood sacrifices and stuff.
Rest in peace to what's her name?
Jackie O.
That
was sad.
It was sad.
My heart goes out.
And this is no disrespect to DC Young Fly or the kids of the family, but I think the Illuminati would punch higher than the girlfriend of a comedian.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
No, if it was Stephen,
like I said, he been. Right, he's been on. He been popular. He got 85 show and
rest in peace, Jackie.
Yeah, he got 85 show. He wilding out is what it is because of DC and them. Like I would not watch that show no more if DC and them.
But again, small potatoes. A comedian on a show on MTV,
right?
Or somebody with access to Oprah Winfrey, or like somebody.
Yeah.
Not access to Oprah. Nigga, we were kidnap Oprah.
Like this man is mourning the loss of the love of his life, the mother of his children, right. And that's what y'all put out there. That really pissed me off.
And get no shade to them, no disrespect, but I mean, y'all think about what y'all saying. Stuff don't be making sense.
It don't make sense, and then like, it just don't make sense. It don't. I didn't understand.
What else? What other conspiracy theories have y'all heard?
My conspiracy theory, and I'm not sure if this is like big with everybody. But when dudes go to jail and they turn Muslim, is that because y'all scared?
So I just went back and rewatched the whole entire Oz series, right?
In 3 days.
First of all, go to hell. I ain't had nothing else to do. School is on break right now.
Okay, so how long did it take you to watch all 6 seasons? Was it 3 days or was it 5?
It was a week, first of all.
I stand corrected. 6 seasons.
Go to hell. 6 seasons in a week. But in my defense, like 4 of the seasons was only 8 episodes. But anyway, I went back and rewatched it. And if you watch that show, you'll see that a lot of them did join those... The Muslims, the Aryan Brotherhood, whatever else, the Latinos and stuff for protection because they protect their own.
I feel like you gotta get with somebody in there. You can't be alone in there.
That's why I said I can't go to jail because I'm not about to fight a big bitch named Tiny for my virginity.
You don't have to
like
do
if
that.
They stick to like where you're from. Like if you're from a certain side or if you're, black, white, or
that's what I heard.
Religion or either color or race. Like they separate by a group of something. But it's like you stick with your own kind.
Yeah, you're supposed to stick with your own kind.
Be useful. You better write addresses on envelopes like I did.
I can't stand this.
Yeah, I can't attest that. I'm not familiar with that life. I'm not familiar with
Fly
that.
them kites cross.
Listen,
Not flying them Christ across.
she's so stupid. But that's what they say, Jay. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
You ready to pivot to the Mandela Effect?
Oh, I love this.
This is some trippy shit. So the Mandela Effect. So it is. Think of it as basically like misremembering an event. Let me find the definition. So
Misremembering?
Yes.
Misremembering.
Isn't it a collective of something?
So, according to dictionary.com, the Mandela Effect refers to when a large number of people share a false memory originally attributed to the existence of multiple universes. So, I found another article from Good Housekeeping called 53 Mandela Effect Examples That Will Make You Question Everything. Okay. So, the big one, well, the name, of course, it was named after Nelson Mandela, but it says countless people distinctly remember him dying in prison in the 1980s, but his death isn't the only example of a Mandela effect.
But that didn't happen, though.
They said that he died in 2013, but people distinctly remember him dying in the 80s. Mind you, we were toddlers.
Yeah, we were kids.
So I don't remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison, but again, we'd have to ask somebody older.
I remember learning
I
that Nelson
remember
Mandela
him.
died in jail.
I
in the 1980s.
never remember hearing that.
I remember
always
learning
remembered
that.
him being in jail for whatever he was in jail for, and then the whole celebration where he was free. Like, I don't remember hearing about him
Because
dying.
he was alive. Remember, Serafina is one of my favorite movies.
Freedom will come tomorrow. Get ready
You're not going to finish the verse?
for your freedom. That's key movie. Serafina.
What's the next one?
Next one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So Jif, not Jiffy. People swear that there was a Jiffy peanut butter back in the day, but we speculate they're combining Jif with its competitor Skippy.
No, there was definitely a Jiffy
Was there
because I hated peanut butter.
a Jiffy peanut butter?
No, it was Jif.
No, it was Jiffy because I hated peanut butter. My mama always made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and she had that fucking Jiffy, and I hated it.
It was like, good moms choose Jif. It was a commercial.
Yeah.
I remember.
So one.
I remember.
I remember too. I hate peanut butter.
So believe it or not, Looney Tunes. It makes zero sense, but Tunes was spelled Tunes, not Toons.
Nope.
What?
It was Toons.
Looney Tunes, Tunes.
They not gonna take my childhood from me. I think this.
Look it up. Do you on your phone?
I'm looking at the same thing you looking at.
Yeah.
It was O.
It's Looney Tunes. Like word, like a song.
Back in the day, I thought it was the OONS.
It was definitely the OO. They are lying to us.
They be changing stuff and be trying to make us think we crazy.
It's gaslighting. It's collective gaslighting.
So the next one, the Barons. Remember the Berenstein Bears?
Yeah.
The Berenstein Bears did not exist.
Bullshit. I
is
had all
called-
those books.
Their name was the Berenstain Bears, not the Berenstein Bears.
Stain like
Stain.
stain on a something.
Berenstain.
I just feel like this
I
because
don't
everybody
remember
can't read.
We was all kids reading those books.
We was all pronouncing it wrong.
Remember which one it was?
It was Berenstain.
I don't remember that.
So Curious George did not have a tail.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He used to hang from it.
Did
He
he?
used to hang from his tail. Bullshit.
Curious George did not have a
No,
tail.
he did not. No, he didn't. Also, he was a black person. That's terrible. Is that? He was a chocolate little fella. Yes, he was.
I don't think we want to go there.
I want to go.
Yeah,
Let's open the door.
Monkey, and you know they used to
Like Frieza.
They did.
Hello, monkeys.
monkey lost in the world. Who was that describing? See?
Ooh, conspiracy theory.
Are there any Sex in the City
I never watched Sex
I
and the
love
City.
Sex in the City, okay?
So the show is not
I never
called
watched
Sex
it.
in the City. It's Sex and the City.
That's what I thought it was always called. It wasn't called Ian.
It's not Sex in the City. It's Sex and the City.
That's what I thought it always was.
I could have swore it was Sex in the City.
You know, we change everything.
we did.
We change
True.
everything.
True.
So Febreze,
What about
Febreze.
Right.
It's not Breez.
No,
It had two E. It had two E's.
Oh.
I got a bottle upstairs. You show.
Go get the bottle.
I'm gonna get this bottle because
That's off brand.
Right there.
Oh,
That's
it's the great value. The home line.
That's Great Breeze. So let's see the next one. Skechers. Does Skechers have a T in it or no?
Skechers. Yes, they had a T.
There is no T in Skechers.
So how is it spelled?
Without the T.
No. My Skechers back in the day.
Look it up on.
So I'm stupid, is what you telling
so
me.
they saying they never had 2 E's.
Never had 2 E's.
Ain't that about bitch?
So Shauna just went to get her Febreze bottle from upstairs. How is it spelled, Shauna?
Oh, that's
It's spelled
crazy.
Febreze. I swear it had 2 Z's in it.
It's by a new owner, and they like, I dare you use the same thing.
We gonna drop
So
this
like,
motherfucking E.
whoever made Aunt Jemima taking Jemima off.
They did. They
It is
changed the name. So
it's
it's
the Pearl Milling Company
now.
It been Aunt Jemima all my life.
Just like Miss Shirley's. Did you know? I thought Miss Shirley's was like a black lady and all.
Me
it was
too.
a white man cooking my food, and I was like, where the fuck is the black lady with the fat arms? Like,
It's owned by white people.
it's owned by white people.
I
Yeah.
thought
Who the hell is Shirley?
Miss Shirley was one of his workers that were like the best type of worker. Yeah, she was like,
That's just like not Jim Beam, Jack Daniels. They said Jack Daniels was actually made by a black man.
and they just named it after Miss Shirley.
So yeah, about that. So when I was in Huntsville for work a few years ago, I toured the Jack Daniels distillery, and they talked about the man. I forget his name was. I believe his name was Nathan Green. About how he was a. Was this during slavery time? But back then he was the only black person working in that area. And he was the person who taught Jack Daniels how to distill whatever to make the whiskey. There is a brand named in his honor called, it's a black owned whiskey brand called Uncle Nearest that came out within the past 10 years. It's really good. But yeah, they talk about him in the history of Jack Daniels. There's a picture of everybody that worked there with Jack Daniels and the black guys in the front like.
Wow.
But yeah, he taught Jack Daniels how to distill and how like the whole whiskey making process. But I don't remember how he learned it. So how is Fruit Loop spelled?
With 2 O's. Right?
Or 2 O's, right? Yeah. Oh, you talking about the fruit part?
How is Fruit Loop spelled?
Like fruit. Like regular
It better
fruit.
be
Right?
spelled like fruit.
You lying.
FROOT loops.
Bullshit.
No.
Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops. FROOTLOOPS.
They changed that. Cause no.
Yeah, that's like when Trix. Everybody
'Cause
said
back in
Trix
the
had
day,
never been
my
shaped
mama
like.
got food stamps. We got real Fruit Loops instead of Fruity O's. And
Oh my
that shit was
God.
spelled like fruit. I don't care if nobody is.
No, the tricks that they're saying that they were never shaped like the actual fruits. It was always been little balls.
No, it hasn't. They were shaped like fruit.
Mm-hmm. To be shaped like
Did it? Y'all thinking of Lucky? Well, y'all thinking of Tricks?
No, yeah,
No,
Trix.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought y'all said about Lucky Charm.
No.
The Fruit Loops.
No, tricks. Now they're circles.
Oh.
Circles, but
They wasn't
used to be
circles.
fruits.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember them
That used to hurt
watermelons.
My mouth.
I'm about to say no. Lucky Charms always been heart stars and horseshoes, clovers, and balloons.
Damn, nigga, you know the
Pots of gold,
song?
rainbows, and the red balloon.
They're magically delicious.
Head ass.
So the Monopoly Man, did he or didn't he?
He had a monocle. He had a monocle. If
Did
they
he?
said he didn't have,
Monocle.
he had a monocle.
He did not have a monocle.
Bullshit.
He had a monocle.
So the Monopoly Man.
He had a monocle.
Him and the Peanut Man. The Us
I
Man.
think he did.
Him and Mr. Peanut.
Yep.
Mr.
Him.
Peanut did, but the Monopoly Man did not have a monocle.
Nah.
Did not.
They fucking with us.
Pikachu's tail.
Had that little brown spot on it, brown or black.
This says he did not have a streak on his tail.
That's
It was all
bull.
yellow.
I know for a fact Pikachu had it because doggone it, I had the entire Pokemon book. I was a nerd. Pikachu had that little thing on his tail.
Did he? I didn't watch Pokemon.
He had that thing on his tail.
I was watching Real Sex Ed by the time Pokemon came out.
Yeah, that was late night when my mama was asleep, and you had to have it on the last channel so you could
Yeah.
flip it real quick
So
and
go
heard
back to
somebody.
Nickelodeon.
I can't even tell. Like it looks
It looks the same.
Yeah,
it do. Like, I swore he had that brown
No,
spot.
but he didn't. The brown spot at the bottom, yeah, but not that black on the tip.
I don't know.
This is some bull crap.
Yeah,
This gaslighting y'all.
Does Kit Kat, the candy bar, is there a hyphen between Kit and Kat, or is it just one word?
It was one word.
It's a hyphen.
It's one word.
It was one word. I remember it being one word.
There's no hyphen Kit Kat.
I wish I could see her face.
Dee's mouth is agape and she's blinking. There's no hyphen.
She is behooved.
Very much so.
behooved.
What?
Oh, so the Fruit of the Loom logo,
It had a basket.
the cornucopia. Was there a cornucopia behind the fruit?
It's called a cornucopia?
Yes.
That's a...
Oh, I was calling it a fruit basket.
Yes, same like...
That was there.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no,
That's not what I pictured a cornucopia looking like.
Same.
Right, off brand.
That was the FROT of the loom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did not have the cornucopia behind the fruit.
Since
call
when?
bullshit.
Yeah, man.
I call bullshit.
I remember having a little commercial and the little basket was in the audience watching this little fruits perform.
Yep. I remember.
Double stuffed Oreos. How's the stuff spelled? One F or two?
One.
I wasn't a big Oreo fan.
It's one. I fuck up Oreos. It's just one F. Double stuff.
I don't
I like
remember
the
'cause
chewy
seen
chips
some in
the whole
Brooklyn
I just
earlier.
open them. I just should say double stuff and I just grab it and eat it. I don't be reading the stuff.
Chewy chips Ahoy.
If it got two F's in it, it came from Aldi's.
I love all these.
Me too.
Capybara.
The Flintstones. Are there two T's in the name or one?
The Flintstones.
Flintstones, yeah.
It's only one. T.
One.
It's two.
Bullshit.
FILNTSTONES.
Flint, like Flint.
Oh, I thought you meant TT, like FLINT.
No.
Okay.
It's Flintstones.
Oh, yeah.
We say Flintstones, but it's
Yeah.
Flintstones.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Shit again.
I knew it was Flintstones.
I swear I thought it was Flintstones, but I guess, in our community.
So this is probably the most famous one that trips people out. Did Ed McMahon appear in Publishers Clearinghouse commercials back in the day?
Yes.
Yes.
Did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did.
That white man.
Wasn't Ed McMahon with WWE?
Ed McMahon from Star Search. Ed
Star
McMahon. Yes, he
Search.
did.
Oh, I don't know who that man
Yeah,
is.
that was like early 90s.
Bullshit.
This says, we can see it clear as day. Ed McMahon handed families everywhere giant checks.
That was his voice in the commercial.
But reality, McMahon was never a spokesperson for the company.
Bullshit.
Instead, he worked for American Family Publishers, but he has never handed anyone checks. His face was simply on the envelopes.
I call bullshit. He was.
I remember that man.
He was in
going to
commercials.
people's houses and
I'm
handing
not
them.
sure. I ain't gonna lie. I just used to always see the check with a white lady. I ain't gonna lie.
He was in the commercials.
Look, Shauna, go on YouTube right now.
That's crazy.
You will not find a video anywhere. Now, if it did exist, it's been
They
scrubbed.
probably scrubbed it.
How do you scrub that from the internet?
Hackers.
They scrub everything from the inner line.
Y'all seen
that's
that
probably
movie.
The most famous example. Yeah, Ed McMahon. People think he worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. He was going door to door giving out checks, but he did not.
So my whole childhood was a lie, is what you telling me.
Yep.
So this is the Matrix. Let's talk about that conspiracy theory, the Matrix. Are we in a
think-
Matrix? Are we all connected?
So this is a good one. Chartreuse. Do you recall someone telling you that chartreuse is
So they
like
trying to tell us he was never in them commercials.
never happened?
Oh my God.
Chartreuse. Do you recall someone telling you that chartreuse is a magenta pink color?
It's green.
Yeah,
I thought chartreuse was
chartreuse
like purple.
is a shade of green.
It's green.
really.
I got my makeup chartreuse. It's my dad.
I
That was
thought
the
it
first
was-
word I could spell in first grade.
I thought it was like pink.
I thought it was like
pinky red.
purplish.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Is not what Forrest Gump said in the movie.
Bullshit.
If you
I have
listen,
watched that movie so many times.
if you listen closely, he says life was like a box of chocolates. We're all regretting those Instagram captions right about now.
Bull.
No, he didn't. He
Shit.
said, life is like a box of chocolates.
Life was like a box of
You
chocolates.
never know what you're
Now,
gonna
you know
get.
this nigga was country and from Alabama. But I know he said he is.
Finish the line. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest on them all?
I'm the fairest of them all.
That was not a line of Snow White either. In fact, the Wicked Queen says magic mirror on the wall.
Bull crap. Bull crap.
Oh wow.
It was I remember Mirror Mirror. Because I remember even Charlize Theron said Mirror Mirror on the wall when they did the remake and that little whack girl played Snow White.
Not the little whack girl.
She's so
bad.
standard. Like, I need more broad stream of emotions from you, ma'am.
Who the hell played Snow White in that movie? I can't remember. I don't think I watched. You talking about
what's that heifer that played in Twilight?
Kristen Bell?
Yeah.
Was Sinbad in the movie Shazam?
Yeah.
They trying to say...
It was Kazam.
They trying to say... No, Kazam was the one with Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to say Shazam did not exist. Yes, it did. He was a genie.
Shazam existed.
Yes, it did. And they trying to say it didn't. I remember that one.
Google Shazam because it said Sinbad did not appear in a movie called Shazam.
Yes, he did.
Did not.
He did.
He did being a genie, but I don't know what the name of the movie.
It was
It
Shazam.
said he was never a genie in a movie called
And
Shazam.
now they got that other... When you Google... I did it the other day. When you Google Shazam, that new Shazam come up now. With the white man in it.
It's the
one
hackers.
with Sinbad don't come up. That's bullcrap.
It's the hackers. They had all the hackers scrub the
something went
internet.
bad in the contract, and they tried to just
Erase
scrub it
the
away.
shit.
Yeah.
Yup.
Okay. So who said only you can prevent forest fires?
Smokey the Bear.
His name was Smokey Bear.
It wasn't no the in there.
There was no definite article in his name. It's just Smokey Bear.
I gotta reevaluate my life because
So who? Never mind. I don't even want to
next thing
know.
gonna tell us. So he had that trench coat on, look like a pedophile.
He didn't have a trench coat on. He had on that. He had
coat that I had on.
the Tan Ranger shirt.
Wait, no. I thought he had on a vest.
tan trench coat.
He had on a tan vest and a hat, a ranger
a
hat.
tan trench coat. This is some bull.
You talking about the drug dog?
That was
That's McGruff.
Oh, shit,
McGruff
you right.
the crime dog had on the trench
You right. I was like, Smokey had a coat on.
McGruff the crime dog had. I didn't say take a bite out of crime. Only you can prevent forest fires.
My bad. He did. He only had a hat.
We getting a 2-for-1 special over here.
Right, McGruff the crime dog said you could take a bite out of crime.
Chicago, Illinois,
60652.
What is that commercial? Oh my God.
No commercial.
1-800-FLOORS.
Not 1-800-Floors. I remember that commercial.
What commercial was that?
That's what it was. It was just 1-800-Floors.
Were they selling floors? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know. That might have been another human trafficking ring or something.
You know what, Brandon?
Delivering wood planks and delivering children in wood and planks.
Inside wooden planks in boxes and shit.
So Michael Jackson's kids? Oh, that's Blanket and Pillow.
Who the fuck is
Not
Pillow?
like, who was Pillow?
What's that girl name?
Her name is Paris.
Oh.
Paris, we sorry. We sorry.
Oh.
My
Cat
bad,
Williams
sis.
said you ain't supposed to name a black kid after nothing soft. Not blanket, not pillow, not nothing, not quilt, nothing.
Nigga, not Quill.
Nothing soft.
I'm trying to get back to this list.
Okay, I like that. This tastes like candy.
What you drinking? Plum wine now?
Yeah, so I don't like the plum wine by itself. It's weird. But if you mix with the pineapple juice, it hits different.
You just gave me a new cocktail to do at the next cookout.
Okay. So, Shauna, what are we drinking today while I'm looking for other examples?
We drinking mimosas with orange and pineapple juice. And we got Kikkoman plum wine. That's one of my favorite wines. I drank that whole bottle by my damn self. And being here singing to my damn self because, you know.
Now that wine got a punch. That wine got a punch to it, yes.
I don't fuck with the plum wine.
It's sweet so people
I
don't
be in
think.
here stripping for my damn self.
Not
Ain't
you
nobody
being
stripping.
here stripping.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. American Woman is my stripper song. I love American Woman. Oh my God.
It's one of my favorite Lenny Kravitz songs, too. But yeah, this says, so Shazam with Sinbad, but it says no such movie exists.
Bull crap. Y'all will not do Sinbad. Y'all will not do Dana like that here.
Who the fuck is Dana?
Ain't that
Yeah,
his
who
real
is
name?
Dana?
I swear his name got Dana in it somewhere.
Who?
Sinbad.
I thought his actual name was Sinbad.
No, I swear. No, it's like a...
That's not his real name. His
Shauna-
mama didn't name him
I thought his
Sinbad.
name was Sinbad. Shauna, look it up. His name
He
is...
got an extra name.
His name,
somewhere,
his
I
name is
swear.
Sinbad.
I swear, yo.
It's Sinbad.
Like the cartoon.
Cartoon? What?
There's a cartoon, Sinbad and... Oh, God, what's the name of it? It's a cartoon. It's a Disney
The
cartoon.
one with Brad Pitt.
His name is something Atkins. His name is David Atkins.
Oh, well, okay.
I said Dana. It's David. My bad.
Where the fuck he get Sinbad from? Mm-hmm. All right, well. Any more examples y'all can think of Mandela Effect? No? Going once?
Hold on. I like that. Because I was definitely on this little thingy that you was looking at.
Okay.
I am so confusion. I'm confusion.
Yeah, no, I think we... Oh!
What?
The Mona Lisa.
What about her?
Was she slightly smiling, like just her little... in that painting, or was she stale-faced?
She was stale-faced.
Stale-faced.
I bet she was smart.
She got like... She spoke... I think she had a little smile on it, but they're saying
Like a smirk?
Yeah, but they're saying she never had a smirk.
I don't think she did. I think she was like,
Yeah, no,
take
she
this
was
fucking picture.
stale-faced, yeah.
Hurry up and paint this shit. I got shit to do.
Well, yeah, well, shit, when you're sitting there for 16 hours getting painted, you just be like, motherfucker, if you don't paint
Yeah, if you don't finish painting this shit, you're gonna be half a paint.
You know what I also
I gotta
found out recently?
take my monthly bath in the river. You
Not
better hurry.
monthly bath in the river, Jesus.
Nigga, you know you wasn't bathing back then.
But no,
They
what's his
bathing
name?
now.
What's the famous
Quarters,
painter's
yeah.
name?
Da Vinci, the one with the ear? No, the one with the ear was Van Gogh.
That was Van Gogh.
Yeah.
It was another one who we thought like died like in the early 1900s, and they said he died in like 19.
That was Picasso.
Was that Picasso?
Yeah.
I thought he died in like the 1800s.
They said this nigga died in like 71.
Did he? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Okay.
He died in 1973.
I could have sworn it was a Victorian
They
era
said he
painter.
was born in 1881 and he died in 1973. I thought he died in like the early 1900s, like the early 1900s.
I thought he was back here with Beethoven and them.
Yeah, Beethoven was like the 1700s though, wasn't he?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen to this. Nowhere in Star Trek does the wonderful William Shatner ever utter the exact phrase, "Beam me up, Scotty."
I heard that. Yes, he did.
He does, however, say a slew of variations on the line, but not once does he mention the exact wording that we all remember.
Seriously.
So where did we get it from?
So where do we get Damn It Jim from? Was that him?
Nigga, you said "Damn it, Jim." I ain't never heard.
I've heard Damn It
came
Jim
from
before.
That came from Star Trek.
It definitely came from Star Trek. Damn It Jim.
I ain't never heard that before.
That came from Star Trek.
So, a few things are universally known about Steven Spielberg's family classic. We all know what E.T. stands for because he hasn't got a chair. We all know we have to nip away from the screen to boil the kettle to avoid crying during the tear-jerking scene. And we all know that the bogey-like alien's catchphrase is E.T. phone home. Mm-hmm. Well, I apologize if you're about to have an aneurysm because of this, but he actually says E.T. home phone.
Bullshit.
Surely that wording is so awkward that it would have stuck in our minds. You would have thought so, but apparently not. Even Universal Pictures has uploaded the clip with the misquote as the title. But in some ways, he is an alien, so perhaps the broken English makes sense contextually, and we've just put it into more familiar grammar.
I feel like at this point they're trying to say I'm stupid.
It says E.T. home phone.
I'm disassociating
Now,
too many of my
smoked a little
memories.
reefer while she was pregnant with me, but I know if they said phone home.
You sure?
That's crazy.
Things like that on purpose to throw you off, I believe.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yep.
I dreamed of a bad guy in a dirty red and green sweater is a line in A Nightmare on Elm Street that certainly catches you off guard. The accepted notion is that his sweater is actually red and black. Alas, this is false. And while the green may be dark and the lighting may not illuminate it, there is no getting away from the fact that Freddy Krueger's sweater is actually red and green.
It's red
So
and
the
green.
black part is green
It's
and
green.
not red and not black.
It's green.
When has it been black?
I thought it was black all these years. I thought it was black and red. Because
no.
if you go buy the costume from the store, it looked like it's black and red.
I always thought it was like a foresty pine green and red. Like
All I know is they burnt the nigga up. That's all I know.
To a crisp.
And that he was actually, the story behind it is that he was a pedophile or something. They set on fire.
So they redid. Didn't we go to the theater to watch the reboot back in like 2009? Remember? Did you go with us that time?
I don't think so.
So they rebooted Nightmare on Elm Street to attempt to bring
The
the
one where
series
the
back.
face looked really stupid.
Yeah, but they
I didn't go see that.
because you know Freddy used to crack jokes for you. He sliced and diced niggas up. He be in there talking about some. Look at how you turn on like Swiss cheese or some stupid shit. And he starts slicing and dicing. But they darkened the story up by actually turning him into a pedophile who molested kids and actually maimed all of them. Mm-hmm. And the parents, he got off due to a technicality. The parents found out where he was. Mm-hmm. He was in the basement of the...
and set it on fire.
Yep, basement of the preschool, and he set it on fire. And his ghost came back and was haunting people and killing them and shit.
And that's why he was killing people in their dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
But they took away the humorous element he used to have in the original movies, and they turned him into this dark, sinister pedophile who the same shit happened to. And that movie was trippy as shit.
Freddy versus Jason.
I'm sorry, that was some funny shit.
That was a comic.
It was funny shit.
A lot of these.
I'm sorry, my favorite moment. We went to see Jason X in the theaters when that came out in like 2011, 2012. And there was a scene at the very beginning where they trick him to go into like a simulation to try to catch him before the shit blew up and he wound up in space again.
Not Jason in space.
He was in space in Jason X.
I remember that.
It was two girls in the middle was in sleeping bags. It was a part of the simulation. And they pull up, they in the sleeping bag, say, ha, 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 Jason. They get up, they're topless. So the camera like pans away to something like in the background and comes back. He's beating one girl over the head with the other girl in the sleeping bag.
I remember that.
He tosses the sleeping bag against the tree, and you hear like something snap or break before he tries to like leave the simulation. Shit was so funny.
Isn't that the same way he hung the bag up on the tree and like let one of them catch on fire by the campfire? Yep. This man was a menace.
They both were menaces.
But I like how Jason would walk you down, though. Jason wasn't going to run.
He said, fuck this. I'm not. You're going to get tired eventually. I'm going to conserve my energy.
I'm going to get you.
Michael Myers did the same shit too.
I always understand how in these scary movies, when you think that you are running from a potential serial killer, how do you get horny? I'm confused.
What?
How do you take time to fuck when you are running from a serial killer?
I love you, Misty. You just
like he stay killing people while they having sex.
Okay, well, wait a minute. If I think I'm going to die.
You must get that last one.
That's just like when you broke, like when I used to work downtown, right?
Don't remember, don't say where.
I'm not. I used to work downtown, and there used to be this homeless lady that I think she was kind of like mentally. It was her, and then a homeless guy started coming over there with her. And we looked out the window one day at work. We was about to go to lunch, and we started walking up the street, and we look, and is the parking lot where they park the company vehicles.
Yeah.
Across the street. And they was in between the company vehicles.
He was swinging that thing down.
They was getting it in, but she was on top, Shav.
Oh no!
They was getting it in broad daylight. Daylight, and I was so confused. I was like, the last thing that I'm thinking about when I'm broke and homeless is getting some dick. I'm so confused.
When the moon
and it just made me think about how in the fucking horror movies and shit, like, bitch, you just heard it was a serial killer around here. Why are y'all out here unprotected?
That happened in the first Halloween. It was Kevin Bacon, whoever his scene partner was with, and they was in the cabin having sex. And what was his No, not Michael Myers. What was Jason Voorhees? Pamela Voorhees.
His mother.
His mother snuck under the bed somehow while they was in there fucking, and she got speared, and she stuck the spear up through the mattress. I don't know how the fuck she did it, but she got through the mattress and it came out through his neck.
Well, no, that happened in Freddy vs. Jason. In the beginning of it, the abusive guy, and they doing it, and Jason like smashes the mattress on him.
Yeah, he folded the bed up on him.
How the fuck you fold a man?
Like shorty in the shower.
Like it's a burrito?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
I am a guest.
So on that note, before we get into our Q&A segment, so are we done with this? Because we didn't segue. We talked about conspiracy theories to the Mandela Effect. Now we got to a little tangent on horror movies. Chi-Chi, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take another commercial break, and we're going to come back with Shauna's weekly dose of foolishness with our Q&A segment. And we back. So, you good, Verona?
She got 2 gummy bears in that pack.
You didn't know she was got gummy bears in her purse?
It's 2.
You in my business. I didn't know it was 2 left in there. I'd ate them.
This is true.
Sometimes you just need a little taste.
No taste.
No,
That's a snivel.
That's a tease.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little tease.
I'm gonna have an attitude after that.
2 gummy bears.
You can give me 2 of them.
I didn't know it was 2 left in there. I'd ate them bitches already.
Favorite gummy bears? Haribo, Albanese, Black Forest. What are your favorite gummy bears? Haribo.
I'm biased. I used to work for Haribo. So I used to get free candy and shit. I used to come home with bags of candy. Like, anybody want some gummy bags? Y'all want some gummy worms? Some gummy cherries? I worked for them for about a year.
Happy Cola was my favorite.
Before they closed their office here and they moved to the headquarters in Chicago.
My favorite is Haribo Happy Cola. Tastes just like watered down Coca-Cola out the vending machine at McDonald's.
But yeah, the gummy bears is my favorite.
Like Coca-Cola Slurpee, just watered down.
Yeah.
All right, Shauna, what we get into this week on the Q&A segment?
I was mid-sip. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, as you always are.
All right, y'all. So before we get started, if you have any questions that you want asked or answered on the podcast, you can hit us on social media. On Twitter and IG, we are WandaPod_. And on Facebook, we are Wine and Sign Audacity, the podcast. All right. So when you send us the questions, you need to let us know if you want to be anonymous, if you want us to use your initials, first name, last name, first initial, last initial, whatever. Or if you just don't give a fuck, because who gonna check you, boo?
That part. Wait, no,
All right, so-
is this from the 6 Brown Heifers?
Wait. You gotta let me build up to it.
No, shit.
So-
Here we go. Keanu, where you at?
We're gonna do stuff a little different. So we're gonna start mixing the Q&A questions with stories and stuff. So I got like one of each for this episode. So because we got special guests and stuff, we need them to experience these questions that we get from Brandon's favorite thread, 6 Brown Chicks.
Keanu, Key Hive, send out the key signal. Send out the laid edges.
The laid edges.
Yeah, send
like
them
the
out.
Batman signal in the sky.
Yeah, we need the laid edges. Lord Jesus. Call
All right.
Keanu, where you at? Help.
Wait, is that
So-
delayed? Like they're laid, like real good,
Yeah,
or
like
delayed?
Not delayed.
Laid.
I thought you said delayed,
No,
like
no.
they hadn't come in yet.
Not that kind of delayed, but
word.
laid.
No,
the laid
laid.
edges. You know,
LAID, laid edges.
Yeah.
All right, so I mixed it up a little bit. So I got like one story and then one question from 6 Brown Chicks. Since we
Shit. Here we go.
couldn't really find nothing really conspiracy related, we believe most of these questions are fucking conspiracies because nobody can be this fucking crazy.
I mean-
So the one I chose for this episode goes a little something like this.
Oh shit!
A local makeup artist connected with my daughter on Instagram and offered to do her makeup for prom. Her price was reasonable, so I hired her. The makeup artist arrives at my home, pregnant as fuck, and told my daughter, I gave you a discount because we're basically family. I fucked your dad all over this house and I'm having his baby. Husband enters the house with the food and all hell breaks loose. Prom ruined. Neighbors, family, friends saw everything. He says he loves us, wants us to keep the family together, but that he won't abandon the woman or his new baby. Advice.
Shoot middle fingers.
I'm going to
So-
give this to Chi Chi. Hold on, y'all.
We're going to start with Chi Chi, go to D, go to Brandon.
Okay, first of all, for contacting my child and coming into my home, your ass is whipped. Second of all,
And
I'm gonna go ahead and let him know. Well, since you want to support your miscellaneous baby, I'm gonna go ahead and pack your shit up for you, and you can take this lady and her makeup. No, I'm gonna keep the makeup because I'm gonna have to fix my child for her fucking prom, and then y'all getting out.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
There it is.
because you contact my child and come into my home, I'm whipping your ass. I'm on your ass.
It's on site.
Yeah.
It's on site, bitch.
What? I need to know. We know some people be like this. You contact somebody's child to do their makeup.
Yes.
And you come into their house.
Yes.
I'm like, D, I need another drink too, damn it.
D, what
What?
you got? What we got?
I'm not mentally stable enough to answer this question.
This my
So-
enforcer right here,
So
y'all.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass this to the next caller.
What would you do, D? How would you handle the situation?
She wouldn't. She be in jail. She be in jail.
Let's say allegedly.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her or that baby double homicide. And
Oh no, you fell down the steps.
oh,
Multiple times.
somebody called a concrete truck.
Like the girl in Empire.
Wait a
You
minute.
should call a concrete church.
Huh?
No.
Wait a minute. So Ron here too, yo. So Ron.
Go ahead. Go.
Ron, what we doing?
Go. What's happening, Ron?
Let me tell you. If some chick pull up the tank prom, talk about this, my man, this his baby. What man? What baby? Who you? Prove that you was here.
Cause don't nobody know you came here.
Nope.
I don't know what happened. She ain't show up, and I'ma post it. We hired a makeup artist. I need one immediately because the makeup artist ain't show up.
Don't even do that because that leaves a paper trail.
No, because she had said that she was coming, and I had
Plausible
confirmed
deniability.
that she had coming. So now I had to backpedal my steps and say, wait a minute, she ain't never show up.
All it sounds like is we are not the group of people that needs to be like in type of any situation. We should all just walk away. Anybody got bail money?
Always quiet.
Y'all got bail
I
money?
have for my damn self.
Cause
I can't
listen,
get caught up.
Bad for a C-section.
We taking up collection.
Put on to get the tape.
cause listen, you put my kid in the middle of this.
Yup.
This grown folk business.
Yup.
So now you put my kid,
not the baby,
and you better hope my kid ain't as half as crazy as I am when she get that age, because she might not even say nothing to me. She might whoop your ass.
I like the quiet ones.
Hot combs and brushes, getting stabbed with makeup kits.
All this shit ain't no more good no more.
Got my blicky on the dresser.
And then wait a minute, hold on. I ain't talk about him.
It's the audacity for me.
Go ahead, Ron.
Lorena Bobby did. Lorena Bobby.
God, don't say that out loud.
For 2.5 seconds at moment of insanity. Moment of insanity.
Sean, it just went like.
Yep.
It's
My
straight.
bad, homie. All I heard was that this was your baby, and I'm trying to figure out how. Because you ain't got no dick.
And I don't know what happened.
I support and approve these messages.
I second that support.
What's your advice?
For this shit? Let the baby go to prom first.
We can't.
I hope the bitch did it after the baby left for prom.
No, she didn't. She did it right then. Now we gotta handle this right things. I don't like
Told her
festering.
right then and there.
I don't want to
In
fester.
my face by the beat with the brushing.
Is the baby's makeup done? Could somebody get out the house? Could the friends is probably showing
No,
up?
since you don't go nowhere, you stay right here. We gonna have a conversation about this. Go ahead, send my baby off. That way she can't testify against me.
No.
The baby ain't got nothing to do with she.
I mean, but I feel like if we open the door, then that means she can like potentially get out. We not opening the doors,
Not every
lock
time, bitch,
everything. I do got duct tape in my pocketbook.
in the
You have duct
pocketbook.
tape in your pocket.
And this, y'all, is why she's my hitter.
I just
Because I'm prepared for everything.
I just want to say that as a man, also as a man that likes men, I ain't this stupid. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in shitting where I eat. Mm-hmm. I also don't believe in bringing discord and shit to my own house because I like peace and shit. I wouldn't do no shit like this.
Say a word.
But in the off chance I knew somebody that did, and I think we all have a friend that would probably do some shit like this. And I think Shauna knows what I'm talking about because she just sipped and looked away.
No drink.
He had a bottle because that's one of those statements.
The only thing I would do in this situation is just take a few steps back so I'm not in the line of fire and just watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
until weapons get pulled out and then I turn around because again, plausible deniability. I didn't see nothing. I just saw duct tape and then I left. I don't.
I'm a watch, but I still didn't see nothing.
I tried to tell him to stop. No, stop. I'm from across the room. No, stop. Don't do it,
Miss Silly. She ain't worth it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Miss Silly.
Stop. Well, I'll take the baby to prom. Y'all do what y'all doing. Come on, little Keisha. We going. You look beautiful. Come. Oh, shit. Is the Mac counter still open at the mall? I need to get far away from here.
I need some concealer because this black eye ray be terrible.
And I will end this with saying I agree with everything that has been said.
No, hold on. I gotta
And if niggas ain't got nothing else,
what's the reasonable response?
they got the motherfucking audacity.
What's the reasonable response, Sharon?
I had to think my emotions ain't went away with me, and now my emotions are together.
She gonna be an adult, the bigger person, taking the higher road.
Seconds.
Sean, get in the mic.
Miss Ma'am, Miss Ma'am, you, that little bowhead baby, and this grown ass man get the fuck out of my house, and I'm suing him for everything.
Alienation of affection.
Everything.
Is that a thing in Maryland?
And then
In Maryland, no.
This is
I'm
North
gonna
Carolina.
take both of them
Because
to court
Nene
for
got
emotional
popped
distress.
for that.
And I'm gonna put my kid in counseling because now they done fucked her up too because they told her some shit. So now y'all gotta pay for this.
That's
too.
an ass whooping right there in itself. You got the baby. If it was just coming to you as a woman, you could act crazy, but you got the baby involved.
Now make you pay for you. Now you paying out your pocket. Now
I love when they want to come to
Sorry,
you as a
unfortunately, your kid
woman.
ain't gonna have no money. My bad. I'm sorry.
Bet you do.
Because I'm gonna take all of it.
Y'all gonna be in this bitch eating ramen sandwiches.
They ain't gonna be a full ramen. Fuck. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing when I'm done.
Ramen is $1 and some change.
Sorry.
I'm taking all them dollars.
Food stamps don't cover that.
You can't afford the food stamp because now you paying for all this shit.
Now, see, I don't necessarily like when they want to come to you as a woman. Like, I like it, but I don't like it.
Because normally when they do that, it's not out of, it's not a genuine thing. It's I'm hoping you get mad enough to leave him the fuck alone so I can have him to myself. But what they don't realize is now that my spot is open and you take my spot, now your spot is open.
Come to me as a woman, you can go to the hospital as a patient.
I was just ready to say we're gonna be leaving in 2 separate vehicles: the police
Don't
vehicle
do that.
and the ambulance.
Don't come to me as a woman because
Shauna. So 2 things. Can you juice me and can we move on to the next question?
You want some more juice?
Yeah, because I feel like this is going to go down a rabbit hole we won't be able to come back from.
Yep. Come on, let's go.
Admitting the crimes and shit.
Man, you got homeowners insurance. Almost bust my whole ass because your floor wet. Almost died.
I ain't do it. Don't file the claims on my shit, bitch.
Insurance high.
Shit.
Yes.
And yeah, you can have to take 2 ibuprofen and drink some ginger ale.
Not some ginger ale.
I just want you to know, Ron, that you allowed on the microphone so we can hear everything you just said. So I think I might lead us in and your fans.
Oh yeah, your fans. Ron got fans, yo.
Almost bust my ass.
So we got to email asking to bring you back on the show.
But yeah, we'll talk about that with Key when Key comes back, because yeah, we need the whole group here, to go through, because somebody ain't been checking the inbox, even though she said that she is every episode, but we gonna leave that alone.
You shut your ass up.
Next question.
I got shit to do.
We go to the next question. Didn't we talk about people sending stuff and going and thinking they know stuff because they hearing stuff on here?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
So the consensus on this last question is beat her ass. Beat his ass.
I get to be
And
somebody
beat
else.
her ass again. Because she involved your child in this situation. It was on some petty shit. It wasn't on no, I just found out he was married. I thought you should know. He lied to both of us. It was, bitch, you knew. You intentionally did the shit, which means in order for you to know it's my daughter's prom, that means you've been stalking us or he been pillow talking. You made a decision.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Yes. You made a decision. I made a decision. And now everybody getting fucked up. That's it. That's it. Next question.
Yes.
So this one is actually more of a story time and not a question.
Is this from the Heifers too?
This one is not from the Heifers.
Okay.
There's not one.
6 brown Heifers.
Brandon dumb, yo. So this one, the title of this story is, give me 1 second. The Family Deal. That's what the title of the story is. So pretty much, I'm going to try to summarize this one as much as possible because it is a very long story. Mm-hmm. But pretty much what happened is this man is married to this woman, and she has a daughter. He has pretty much raised her daughter.
Okay.
Is his own child. He has other children, and the agreement that they made with their children, who are 23, 20, and 15. The 23-year-old is the stepdaughter. So the deal that they made with the kids is that as long as they are going to school or they are working, they will continuously help them out. Mm. The 23-year-old came to them and told them that college wasn't for her. So she would go out and get a job. So she went out and got a job. It was only a little part-time job or whatever. So all they asked her to do was pitch in like $75 a month for groceries and help with chores and shit around the house. So later on, she comes to them and she tells them that there's a local school in the area that she's interested in taking one of their programs.
Okay.
Altogether, for her to take the entire program, along with the books, the technology, all of that stuff.
All the feeds and stuff.
Oh, yeah, this, that, and the third. That it would be a total of $10,000.
Okay.
So they give her the $10,000 or whatever. So about 2 weeks before she was set to graduate, they asked her about the graduation ceremony, how many tickets they needed, this, that, and the third. Right? So she said, she wasn't really sure. She would find out. So she was putting off getting back to them every time they asked her, I forgot to ask, I'll find out. They decided to contact the school directly. They talked to 3 different people who all said that the daughter was not only not a student there, but the program that she told them that she was in, they no longer offer. So they confront her, only to find out that she took the money and spent it on a bunch of miscellaneous shit. She gambled it away. She was buying weed, alcohol, partying, shit like that. So they cut her off. They told her she had time to pay the money back or they were putting her out. Enters the biological mother, who says that the stepmother is now the wicked stepmother, and they turned the father against the stepdaughter and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 or whatever. So she feels like she doesn't have to pay the money back, although she's been living in their house rent-free outside of the $75, although they were paying her car insurance, her car note, all of that stuff. They were helping her out with the only deal being you either work or you go to school. And you have to follow certain rules in the house, because when you live in somebody else's fucking house, it's rules you got to follow. If I tell you don't bring your ass in my house after 10 o'clock, don't bring your fucking ass in my house after 10 o'clock. It's my shit. It's my shit. You don't pay no bills here, right?
Yeah.
So they want to know if they are wrong for wanting not only to put her out, but for her to have to pay the money back.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna pay that money back, or you're gonna work it off. You're a fucking new age Cinderella. And I mean toothbrush to the floorboards. I mean,
Agreed.
Not old school like our grandmothers used to do to us. Hit them damn baseboards.
Hit them baseboards.
Now, first
You
of
missed the
all,
spot. Wash them all over again.
you've stolen $10,000 from me.
Like they wouldn't find out.
I have
Here's the
beaten people
kicker.
up for way less. You have to see me in the
yo,
front
let me-
yard.
Let me throw
first
this
of
part
all,
in here. She makes $3,200 a month working part-time. There's people who work full-time who don't make that. She's making $3,200 a month working part-time as a receptionist.
Oh yeah, sis,
$3,200
come on back.
a month. So why were they allowing her to live rent-free and all that shit in the first fucking place? Because she was supposed to be stacking her money and she didn't hold up her end of the bargain, so why should they hold up
So
hers?
she's a leech.
But go ahead, pretty much.
It's just
It's the audacity. It's the audacity that you think that you can take the money, lie about the money.
think we wouldn't think the
So I'm stupid.
if it was low effort, if you could have took the money and gotten away with it, then fine. But the people, they gonna ask about a college graduation. They gonna ask, so how the grades? So when she was in school, did they think that she was just like when she was out the house? Was she just at the bar?
Yo, what was she doing?
She was at the casino. She was apparently at the casino because they said she was gambling the money away. She was gambling it away. She was spending it on alcohol. She was spending it on weed.
Okay, Kim Zolciak.
Allegedly.
Let me borrow $10,000 so I can just
$10,000.
So she thought she was future. Let me just blow a bag today.
You ain't look at this and ask no questions about it?
I feel like if I
I
were
could
in the
agree with
same
that. I would have wrote the
position,
check directly to the school. That's just
Right.
that, but I feel like if I would, but knowing my mother and how she is, if I would have said, "Oh, my grandmother, hey, I need money for school," they would have just said, "Okay, here, if they had it, here, take it," and then deposit it.
$10,000 in cash?
Yeah, it would be a check. But me being the responsible person I am, I wouldn't lie and say I need money for school, but I'm gonna go trick on some bitch to go pay somebody rent.
They knew
or
she
go.
was lying before she asked for that money.
Yeah, they.
Now, see, I think I would slightly blame the parents because the comfortability of her being able to say, hey, let me get $10,000 and then lie about it. Bitch, you don't fear me, and that's a problem to me.
My mother been gone 3 years. I'm so scared of her from the grave. I don't.
I mean, it's got to either be fear, no respect. Because if you don't respect somebody, then you're going to do whatever you can possibly do to either get over, get what you want,
Yeah.
step up
some
over
people
them.
are very entitled. Very, very entitled.
Because
10
I
bands.
wish I would come to Sharon.
10 bands.
Come to Sharon and say, hey, Sharon, let me get 10 stacks. And then not do what y'all about to have a whole mess.
My mama got 10 stacks to get.
That part. It's the fact that one, you playing in my face about money, that much money, and then you lied to my face about what you needed it for. Knowing more often than not, even if you have strict parents, if you came to them and said, hey, I need money for XYZ, if it was a school, let's set up something what you need it for. Parents who show up for their kids would show up and ask the question, what you need it for school, or you got some trouble, you need to pay off a bill, you got something, go ahead, take the money, it's what it
Between
is.
the wash and the dry. Between the ding, 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 ding.
Now they in the washing and dryer between the stove and the refrigerator because they sit real close together. So that's a real small space.
You go ding, 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 ding.
It's okay, pinball. Pinball.
Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the consensus is no, y'all are not wrong.
Not at all.
She's an entitled little bitch.
Wait a minute, hold on, we missed the part.
What part?
We missed the part.
What part?
When the bio mother came into the picture. Bitch, if you don't sit your bald head ass down.
Right, because why shouldn't you come get the $10,000 from you? That's what I want to know. Me and my husband gave her that money because I'm sorry, I think I said he earlier, but it's actually the stepmother and the biological father.
Yeah, I caught that part.
So yes. So why she getting the money from us? Why she ain't living over there with you? Why she ain't getting the $10,000 from you? So sit over there and eat your goddamn food. That's what you need to do. So no, y'all are not wrong.
Bill when we leave.
And my recommendation is if she don't run y'all money back, take her ass to Judge Mathis.
Oh,
I'm
damn!
sorry, I'm always telling people.
I was gonna say call me, but whatever.
That you take your child to court over some shit like that because you lied in my face, you stole from me.
Accountability is needed, and yes, accountability is needed.
But like D said, you don't. It's a thing of fearing your parents, but also they didn't establish that the boundaries with their children up front to say, you know, not to play in my fucking face.
My son is 15 right now, and I let him know once he became a teenager that I am able to square up with you right now.
My mother would drive her car through my face.
What?
His mother
I
wasn't
won't even come in the kitchen when my mother cooking, let alone
right.
It's done.
Because what you're not gonna do is play in my face.
When she sends me to the store with money, I bring her change back to her. I don't keep change.
Nope.
10 bands.
Yo, I don't keep.
I borrowed some money from my mother recently because an unexpected bill came up, right? And I was like, I'll give it back to you on payday. If I ain't paying nothing else, my mother was getting her money back. My mother called, I cashed that back to her. My mother called me and said, you could have got away with that because I forgot. I said, well, shit, sis, hit the reject button. Because I could have used that extra $100 this week, sis. I got a mortgage.
I'd rather owe the mafia than owe my mama money.
We got to add in, too. Wait a minute, she was living in that house rent free.
Yes.
And they was paying all her bills.
$75 for groceries, and she making $3,200 a month. It's people who work full time who don't bring home $3,200 a month. Are you fucking playing with me?
Ma'am, you would have been paying off this mortgage.
$3,200 a month?
Run me my money.
I think like D said, your child does not fear you enough or had that level of respect to you to know not to play in your face like that. So I could put some blame on the parents, not all, because again, people have free will. She's an adult. She knows what she did. But she felt comfortable enough to steal in the first place. Because, like I said,
I would never.
My mother been gone 3 years, and I'm still scared of her from beyond the grave. I still want to play with my mother.
I would never. My mother is alive and well. And all I'm going to say is, for those of y'all who is from Baltimore, my mama is from Cherry Hill. That's all that need to be said. My mama is from Cherry Hill.
Lord.
And before she found the Lord, my mother was that bitch. Hell. If you listening, I'm not really calling you a bitch. I'm sorry. Please don't hit me.
We meant that with all the respect and admiration.
Shut up when you do it.
Shut your ass up.
Shauna mother still scared me. I don't even look at it in the eye.
My mom ain't doing.
I'll be like, hey, ma. I don't play with her. Is that the last question?
That is the last question for this episode, guys.
All right, well, I think this is our first episode with more than one guest host.
Yes.
Ron is back. We got D. We got Chi-Chi, the comedian, in the room. Thank y'all for coming out. Key, you left me here with these women and they got the 6 brown heifers. I'm not going to forgive you for this at all. Key Hive, send your messages to her. I know she got the urge to side eye me out of nowhere because we're talking about her.
Major side eye.
But yeah, again, ladies, thank y'all for coming on. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We got to figure out this setup to get more microphones in because we playing hot potato with these microphones.
We going to order some more.
I can just talk loud. It's okay.
We know because we can hear you. Hey, Ron. Hey, favorite co-host.
Hey, girl. Hey.
So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions for us, any feedback, any commentary, send us a message.
Oh, wait.
We're not doing that today.
Yes, we are.
Because Key's not here.
What? This episode comes out on my birthday week, though.
This is not your birthday episode?
Yes, it is.
Shauna, no, it's not.
You sure?
Y'all gonna cut all that out?
We going to have to. Yeah.
You have to have a whole conversation.
Yeah. Because
Don't just come out the week of my birthday.
Hold on, child. Hold on.
Well, very special happy birthday to you if it is your birthday. And this is Chi-Chi the comedian. I'm the comic manager of Wine and Audacity. if you would like to be interviewed, fellow comedians, hit me up. I'll get you a possible slide on the radio. You know, we're connected to 92 blank. You know, we're millionaires in the making, you know. Join us while we grow. Contact me for all your comic needs.
If you don't know me, but look, if you don't know me if I get famous, I'm acting brand new. I don't know nobody.
I still got my ticket in the car. When you get famous, you owe me some money.
So I'm going to say this, Shauna is correct. I was wrong. This is actually the episode that will premiere 2 days before her birthday.
Okay. It will.
And we do a special segment for each of our birthdays, me, King, and Shauna, called Birthday Questions, where each person in the room asks the birthday person one question about themselves, about their year, plans they have, things they want to do. maybe in Shauna. Well, I can't say that because
I'm turning 25 for the 12th year.
I can't say that because Tink is literally standing right behind Shauna right now.
Because I got a question.
What body parts they want to send on to bring in the new year. So since we have multiple people in the room, Shauna, welcome to birthday questions. I'm taking the camera back over now. So
not the theme music.
Wait, is this Family Feud of Price is Right?
I don't know.
It was a combination of the two. I don't know what the fuck y'all was doing.
The Family Feud is right.
I've been coming with a beat by boop.
See, we had a whole
That was my idea.
All right, so okay, ladies first. So who wants to ask Shauna the first question?
last.
I'm scared.
No, I'll go last because
I'll go first. Ooh. Any question that I want to ask?
Oh, God, I'm scared.
It's your birthday.
I'm scared.
Happy birthday, Shauna.
Happy birthday, baby. You know I love you dearly.
I love you
She's been
back.
rocking with me with my Titties and Tunes karaoke. This is my baby. So I want to know, are you more excited to get some head or some penis on your birthday?
QT and MFA.
Ooh.
Damn, it's a lot of
You only
letters.
could
What?
get one. If you only could get
I'll
one.
take the penis.
Questions that need motherfucking answers.
I'll take
Oh,
the
wow.
I'll
Yeah.
take the
I had to spell it
penis.
out 'cause I had to
And it has
think
to be
about it.
good penis. Nice and thick penis. Nice. Hair pulling, neck choking.
You can call the man that kissed you in the
Why you being weird to me? First of all, no, I'm not. 'Cause he got a lot of babies. Listen,
And he's fertile. That we don't need
fertile,
that.
Chad. I ain't baby.
You want to walk on the wild side?
I mean,
Live a life of
I got a teenager. I ain't having no more children.
You good on birth control?
I got a teenager and a
Use
dog.
a condom.
it's your birthday. You know you gotta
Baby, we
live
gonna
a
have to
little.
put on
YOLO.
hazmat. He is fertile.
YOLO, man.
He fertile. I ain't gonna be able to do it, shorty. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But yes, I'll take the penis for 1,000,
Paintus.
Alex.
Birthday paintus.
Some good penis.
Okay, good question, Chi Chi.
I got one. You go.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay.
Chi opened the door.
I'm scared.
I'm sliding right on in.
Oh.
How many penises are you going to suck for your birthday this year?
That implies that there was more than one last year.
None.
Brandon going on like, yes.
None.
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 We
But if it presents itself, one.
so what you saying? I need to buy you some knee pads for your birthday?
That is a good idea.
I mean,
Little, bio-free.
y'all must know something I
Buy
don't know.
a mattress set from Amazon. The
Y'all trying
helmet,
to
the
set
knee
me up?
pads.
We could probably work
Y'all
it
must
out.
know something I don't know.
They got them little swing thing doors you can get off Amazon.
Listen, I think both my mamas is listening to this episode. Mama, I'm sorry.
Hey, Mom, we talking about prayer. So, what I'm gonna say is,
I didn't know
we can get her one of them
what I
candy bursts, the bedroom candy sex swings you put on the back of the door.
Oh, you know they got the entire like thong.
Ooh, the
bra.
swing?
No,
Yeah, the
I'm
swing.
talking
I want
about
one of those.
the candy thong bra set thing.
I want
And the
one of
mouth
those.
gag.
Do they make them fat bitches? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a G-string. They got.
I take
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, it might turn into a scavenger hunt, but he'll find it eventually.
Hey, all right then.
Well, I did walk into the fupa conversation.
I mean, you know, we all grown folks here.
Anybody with a fupa know it's good coochie under the fupa.
It keeps it
Sticky shit
warm.
fucking with me. That shit
It marinates.
disappear in his ass. Yeah, little hairs and shit. You know, you pick your suck up off the carpet.
It's fine.
It'll be all right.
God made dirt don't hurt.
It all had to come from somewhere.
Yeah,
It'll
it'll be all right.
Juices, you be fine.
This natural juices and berries.
Juices and berries.
And berries.
Be alright.
The elixir of life.
Should we name the episode that Juices and Berries? No.
And see if you can find
The Soul Goes theme
yeah,
song.
no, you gotta not the soul goes. You gotta find she's your queen to be.
D, what's your question?
You remember you live in my house, bitch.
Don't let her threaten you.
So listen,
Don't
Say
let her
10
threaten
toes on it.
Don't
10
threaten.
toes.
how kinky?
Okay.
Are we doing like greeny kinky, or are we going straight to like primal kinky?
Like they gotta leave because
They gotta leave.
Y'all
Yeah,
in
we
there
like-
doing the
like we gotta leave.
So get that head,
Like, it's like-
get that bread.
it's like
No,
Melvin
they
and
gotta-
Yolanda
they gotta go out for a
that
weekend because
time.
you gonna Trey gonna be gone, they gonna be gone, and you can be here screeching like
Oh yeah, we going
Like bad
we
breaks on
going
the
Jody
board.
Mama and Melvin.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we going.
Let the house
the
across the
African
room.
front squat. Yeah,
Yeah, we okay.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And my birthday on a Friday.
so.
Mine's on a Saturday this year.
Okay, so we gonna wrap it up here.
You didn't ask your question.
Oh, I did. My bad. So my birthday question for Shauna. So I guess I could do something wholesome.
Wholesome.
Oh, that's whack.
It is. But
So lame.
Look,
it is.
somebody got to be.
Y'all already asked questions about dick and asses and knocking twice before you enter. And I can't top that. I gotta think about. Hold on. So, birthday question for Shauna. You turning 37.
I
I'm gonna put your ass out there now.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Are you going to let me finally create that profile for you on the online dating website?
Yep. I think it's about time.
Jesus, it's me again.
I think it's
You got the
Yeah,
voicemail.
I'll let you do it.
You'll let me do it
I'll let
on
you
your
do it.
birthday.
Yes, I'll let you do it.
Can I
I need
Y'all
your
are my
help.
witnesses. I'll let them do
Okay,
it.
so
Date my dad. He's single.
Not be my stepmom.
Your stepmom, Chi. Look, you already love me. My mom's done it. She was there 39 years. She said I wasn't here for nothing. My mom's dead.
Damn.
So, yeah, y'all heard that. So when we go out for your birthday, I'm gonna be there. I need for you to start looking for pictures so you can text me because you got my number wrong. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, thank y'all for listening to this episode of Wine Audacity, the podcast. If you have any questions for us, please send them to AskWandaPod@gmail.com.
And I'm expecting birthday gifts the whole month of June.
But the month of January because
I was about to say January.
It definitely passed.
June.
You know, better
Yeah,
late
I've
than
been
never.
drinking, my babe.
You have been. But shoot us any emails at AskWandaPod@gmail.com. That's AskWandapod@gmail.com. And I promise this time Shauna will check in more than once every 3 months.
First of all,
We love y'all. We thank you for listening, and we will be back next week with a new episode. All right. Thanks, Chi Chi. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, D, for coming on. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. See y'all for our next episode when y'all come back, because that's going to be even more foolishness.
Yes.
And you want to say something, Chi Chi?
Keep being funny over and out.
All right. We love y'all, and we will talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
bye.
Bye.